Not only for the boys, but also for the program itself. That here we are with these guys about to stand in their first grand final.
The Premiership Cup.
Isn't this a fantastic sight?
Certainly is.
Just steady on the hand control there, Billy. Just bring him in gently.
Yeah, Timmy Della, fantastic. The cup's hanging out this side. I'd imagine the shield out the other side.
He's not going to bounce it from there, surely.
You wouldn't think so. And I tell you what, if the air conveyance floats around like this helicopter's floating around, it's going to be moving a bit.
That's a pretty fair effort, and what a fantastic crowd to witness it too. I mean, the City Oval is as full as it's ever been for a number of years now, and look, full marks to Graham Riney and also the board. They took the bit between the teeth, decided to have a go, and this is the result of just having a go, I guess, as this helicopter right on the button is as good as on the button. Tim Della, what a fantastic effort. Well done.
Fraction out of the 10-metre square, so it's an infringement.
10 metres square.
The 10-metre circle. 10-metre circle.
Square. You are a square peg in a round hole, aren't you?
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Noticed a couple of the best from Ferris.
I was going to say, just while the choppers landing.
I shouldn't say a couple. Bryce Haitley, the under-16s.
He's got a fair size about him.
He is for under-16. He's the tallest of everyone. And Andrew Wooderman.
That's Peter Hayes. He's bringing the cup out.
Yeah, Hazy, 40 winks. And of course, the Army is bringing out the shield.
What a fantastic effort! Well done to all concerned. That's a great effort.
Dave, I've just noticed a few of the umpires resplendent in their orange have got the Jaffa hats on.
You could say that they would be the goal umpires. Bill, Brian, Rees.
No. A couple of the umpires that have already played have got.
With golden soil and grass, our hands will dance, our land becomes a
Checks with his boundary umpires. They're all in place. He holds the ball aloft. It's the 2006 AWB Horsham District League Grand Final. Up they go. Good toss. Up there. Heath Watson, got it down. It's Michael Phelan. Quick clearing kick for Pimpinio into the forward line. It's open. Bernie Ward leads the race. That's Bernard Ward from Pimpinio. The ball rolls out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. We've got Michael Phelan in the ruck for the Southern Roos.
They have, and there's more wards there than you can poke a stick at.
in the Wimmera Base Hospital. Boundary throw-in. The Tigers in attack. Up they go. Josh Bettison pushes his opponent out. Handball into space. Chopped off there by the Southern Roos. Kick to the grandstand wing. Looking for Tom Anson. He plays in front of Gary Davidson. In front there and taking the ball is Daniel Baker. He holds it up well with Gary Davidson. Shares it between them. Over the top looking for Matty Bettison in the helmet, and boundary line wins out. So they didn't really get anything from that except they retained possession.
As we spoke about earlier, Dave, I think the ball, you really got to get that ball across the other side of the ground.
So we've got Michael Phelan and Sean Brown. Sean Brown for the Tigers. Gets it down nicely. Chopped off there. Gets a second effort. Tackled high is the coach of the Tigers. Gary Davidson gets the free kick. Half forward with the breeze. Looks for his options. Rocky Ellis gives the lead. Goes to the top of the square. Pushing back there. Taking off the spills. Off the pack there was Rowan Haig. Left foot kick is chopped off. Chopped off there by Paul Leslie, and he gets some treatment. Handball off to Brian Harrison, snap towards goal. Not a wise move, out of bounds on the full.
No, I don't know what the idea was there. I think he should have had a go at it himself.
Ready down here, Dave.
Yes, Pete?
I said that breeze is causing problems already down here. That kick was clearly taken wide, and it's causing problems.
Okay, so we've got the Southern Roos now bringing the ball into centre half back, looking for and finding Michael Phelan. He's spoiled there by Sean Brown. Battle for possession, centre half forward for the Tigers. Ball up, says Jason Brand. Okay, no score as yet, and on the Baker Builders clock, we're 3 minutes in. Up they go, Sean Brown. We're going to call Sean Brown and Michael Phelan plenty of times today. Locked up in a tackle there was one of the Heath boys, Chris, and we'll do it again. It's centre half forward for the Tigers, Bill.
Yes, certainly is, and Phelan again against Brown. No, a very small tap out down to number 22 there in Brett Baker, who puts the ball forward, and it's picked up there by the Harrow defence, who handball out. It's going to come out towards the grandstand side. Good hands out there, out to Matty Ward. Matty Ward kicks short and finds Michael Phelan, the ruckman. Michael Phelan still bringing it round the grandstand side, looking for Brent Penny, but in front was Joel Hinch. Brent Penny put the pressure on him, knocked it out. Handball comes back out there to Andy Leslie, who kicks the ball into Jaden Hinch. The ball forward and cleaned up there was one of the Ward boys, looks like it.
Matthew Ward,
and got straight up, was fantastic stuff. Davison fires off a left-hand handball, comes back out to Paul Leslie. Paul Leslie goes across to Brad Spell, who misses the mark. It's been followed up there by Sean Brown, picks the ball into centre half forward, but in the front spot, only using one hand there, was Michael Phelan, who dropped the mark. Harrow managed to get the ball out to the grandstand side, and chasing the ball is young Penny. Bad bounce. Terrible bounce, and it's picked up by Matt Bettison, who goes inside to Clint Burdett. Couldn't quite get it. Little birdie, top handball back out to Matt Bettison on the run, looking to full forward, but terrible kick
downfield.
Going over the back. And
It's been paid downfield.
Downfield by Jason Brand, and the recipient of that will be Brad Sproul.
So Brad Sproul will take the kick. The man on the mark is in the right forward pocket, standing beside the behind line. So Sproul is going to have to, I reckon if he just hangs it out to the left and let the wind drag it through, he should be able to kick this, Sproul. He likes kicking goals, Bill.
It's actually interesting. Sproul is a fairly accurate kick, and there's no banana. He's just going for a straight kick.
Sproul moves in now, bangs it towards goals. They like it behind the goals. Justifiably so. The first goal of the match goes to the Pimpinio Tigers.
And of course, being the first goal, Dave, that's a Batch's Trophy and engraving goal of the day.
Batch's Trophy and engraving, to be precise.
Thanks for that, Dave.
So good movement of the ball there for the Tigers, Jeff.
Certainly was, and good to see Clint whip a handball out there and set up Sproul, well, Matt Bettison. Matt Bettison's very strong at the ball, and certainly a prime mover for him.
Okay, back in the centre of the gown, it's the Tigers by a goal, and we're 5 minutes in on the Baker Builders clock. Shark there by Chris Heath. Socket forward there by Al Ward. Back into the centre of the over the toll. Shoulder, boulder holder there for Bernie Ward. Shares it with the running Brian Blood. Kick into half forward, looking for and finding Michael Phelan. Butters up well at ground level. Kick around the corner, leading the race. Heath Watson rides the bump there of Al Ward. Gets it back there. Looks like Brent Penny goes into 39, who drops the mark. Larry Leeming. Backing up there is a goal. Looks like Ed Ferguson for the Southern Roos.
That's a very valuable goal there, especially against this wind.
There's those Rovers coming to the 4, KD.
Yeah, scouted that one very well. It was good work over the other side in that pocket there by Heath Watson, and Ed Ferguson just running into the open goals, able to pick it up and put it on the boot for a valuable goal into the breeze, as you say.
Bit of heavy work being done there by Watson.
Certainly was, took the bump well.
So a goal apiece at the Horsham City Oval. It's the Harrow Balmoral Southern Roos and the Pimpinio Tigers. It's Michael Phelan and Sean Brown. Up they go. Phelan gets it down. Only as far there of Matty Wood. Can't quite get the handle it. Now he's got it. Well tackled by Jaden Hinch. Ball spills free. Overrunning it. Phelan coming through. Matty Bettison playing in front. Brad Sproul all left it behind there. Clearing kick there from Brian Blood across the ground. Bounces beautifully for Josh Bettison. Breaks one tackle. Swings onto the right. Kicks around the corner. Brad Sproul.
Looks like he's in for a day, Sprowley.
Actually playing in front.
Yeah,
playing in front. 3 Harrow Balmoral players all behind him.
He's usually pretty good at going for the big grab, isn't he? But Sprowley, playing it smart, as all forward should, in front.
You can't beat that burn in front for the quick kick.
No.
Directly in front, Sprowley will kick it from about 40 metres out. will ride it home for it's a bit of a wobbler, but the wind carries it straight through the middle.
And
Are we in for a shootout?
And Peter Hudson kicked 150 out of those in 1 year.
And he probably kicked 10 on you too, Jeff, did he, or not?
No.
Did you ever get to play in the Great Man?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But Hudson was very straight, but they wobbled through the old flat pump. But a good goal, good mark by playing in front, as David said.
And on the Baker Builders clock, it's 7 minutes into the first quarter. On the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard, Pimpinio 2 goals 12, Harrow 1 goal 6.
Josh Rees gets the game underway again. Up they go. Brownie gets it down. Sharked by Mick James. Goes on to the right foot looking for Heath Watson. Chopped off by Joel Hinch. Too quick at the ball there. Young Joel Hinch now in front of Heath Watson. Shares it nicely with Jared Walker on the under the scoreboard there for the Pimpinio team. Goes into half forward looking for Brian Harrison. Flies in front with one hand. Spoils down. Josh Bettison having an influence early. Left foot kick straight up and down. Bernie Ward sits under it. Drops it. Coming through hard is the other Bernie Ward for Pimp. Gets it to Josh Bettison. Snap the Ward's goal off to the left. And too many wards. What, we're going to have to work something out here.
Well, we could say Ward 1, Ward 2, Ward 3, Ward 4.
Ward 8.
Ward 8.
Now you're standing like the Wimmera Base Hospital.
So bringing the ball back into play is Chris Heath for the Southern Roos. Goes short for, looks like his brother. Left foot kick into centre half, looking for and finding Matty Ward. Takes it strong, hits the ground running, does Matty Ward. The former Saint takes a bounce across half back, going to the outer side of the ground. Goes to brother Bernie with the headband on, protecting that badly damaged ear from a couple of weeks ago. Goes to Heath Watson, good spoil, Joel Hinch. Ground level, battle for possession. It's a tough contest in there. Clint gets in there, Clint Burdett. Can't quite get the handle on it. Throws it out to Sean Brown. Sean, left foot kick around the corner. Contest there. Brian Blood, Josh Bettison. Boundary line. No, doesn't win out. Matty Bettison. Now it does in front of the Horsham bearing sign.
Mick James is struggling across the half-back line. He's jogging around trying to, I think, might have rolled an ankle there a little bit before and, yeah, really struggling at the moment.
Sean Brown once again gets it down only as far as Brian Blood in the long sleeves. Ducks around Jaden Hinch. Spears the pass in looking for Michael Phelan, but it's over his head. Chopped off by Clint. He's in for a ball terror of a game. Goes in towards, it looks like it's Cam Ellis on already, is he?
Jaden Hinch.
Jaden Hinch.
So he'd be about 45 metres out. Directly in front. He's not a bad kick, young Hinchy. He's got to be a show from here.
And Mick James coming off.
You wouldn't be passing the ball off here.
He's gone, KD.
He's finished. Coming across Hinchy, across the 50, lines it up, goes bang, it's coming back, it's coming back. Oh, and it's made it right through the centre. 6-pointer there for Jaden Hinch. Sees Pimpinio, 3 goals 1, 19, leading Harrow 1 goal 6 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard, Dave. And
Jeffrey, they're getting the ball into the hot spot, aren't they?
They are, and that's where you've got it. That's where you're going to kick the goals, out in front, not in the pockets, because you've got to play percentage football and be in front. And just getting back to James, he had a bit of skin off the side of his face. I don't know whether he's copped one or what.
He's just having a test on it now. He's going for a bit of a run around the oval, and it doesn't look too bad at all, actually.
On his ankle, Pete?
On his ankle, yes.
Sean Brown gets the tap out into centre half forward. Coming hard at it there was Matty Ward, as you'd expect. Shares it nicely. Looks like one of the Heath boys again. Gets it into Phelan. No, number 14 is Scott Heath. I was right in the first place.
You were, Dave.
Michael Phelan gets Bernie Ward, puts the shepherd on. Clint Burdett opens a path there for Nathan Newman.
And Jason Brand has said Wardies was too high and Clint recipient of the free kick.
That's recipient, Bill.
That's what I said.
You still can't get it right after all this time.
And Birdie kicks it very short, and it's cleaned up there by number 47.
43,
Ryan.
Ed Ferguson.
Is it?
Ferguson, isn't it?
I've got a blood rule.
Ryan Hobbs.
And really, it only just carried the distance too.
What's the blood rule? Here we go. The player's up the other end of the... No need to hurry up. You got a blood rule. You can take as much time as you like. That's what it's all about.
So the players are settling now, Jeffrey, and once again, Pimpinio look like they've just got a little bit more desire at this stage.
Well, they've probably settled in the groove a little bit quicker, but there'll be some bumps and thumps going on in the next 5 or 10 minutes. I think.
Stephen Schofield comes on for David McClure as the Southern Roos gets the game going. Hand pass down there in the back pocket, only as far as Matty Bettison. Kick around the corner, chopped off there by Brian Blood. Crosses centre forward, goes in short, looking for Jace Perry. Hand off there to Ed Ferguson. Kick into centre, into full forward. Sean Brown leads the race. Oh, mongrel bounce, only as far as Gary Davidson. Good hands off there to Daniel Baker. Comes back inside too easily. Misses his target. Chopped off by Heath Watson. Half forward for the Southern Roos. Hits the ground running and goes straight across the ground. Chopping it off there is Simon Ferguson. Goes in short, looking for and finding Jason Perry.
Jason Perry about 40 metres out, heading into a fairly strong breeze. You would like to think... I think he might struggle for the distance. It's a big fella coming across the 50 now as he steps out. No, goes short, and in short there for Harrow, which has picked up the mark, is Chris Heath. Chris Heath is probably not much further, about 3 metres closer.
It's going to test him.
And I reckon that'll definitely test him. Chris Heath comes in on the left foot, puts it up high. Distance is not there. The pack forms. It's come out the front. Picked up beautifully there by Scott Heath, who couldn't quite grab it, and he's been nailed by the Pimpinio defence. And umpire Josh Rees has said, "You've had enough time to get rid of it, sorry." Jaden Hinch has got the footy right in the back pocket.
Too high.
Too high, it was.
Not afraid to put himself in, young Jaden Hinch, looking for and finding Brad Sproul. Too good for Michael
Ellis on his own.
Harrison, Heath Watson slips, takes a Webcon mark of the day. Does the coach Heath Watson. Boys.
Yes, very good. He was falling backwards as he took that one, Dave.
Brad Sproul too strong there for Michael Phelan.
Certainly was. Heath Watson goes short to Tom Anson, just right in front of the broadcast box there. Look at his options. It's all pretty crowded up there. Decides to go long to a 3-on-2. Gary Davison goes up, nearly pulls it down. Handball's back in short, and it's nearly pushed across the line. A beautiful forearm jolt there by Jason Perry. Sits Jaden Hinch on his backside. It's fairly tough and rugged out there. And the boundary umpire, Mark Clue, says it's mine, boys.
Do you mind with
the forearm jolt that would have stood out like...
I think there are only 3 people in the ground that didn't see it.
Yeah.
Michael Phelan gets it down as far as Scott Heath. Quick kick forward, chopped off by Jared Walker. Shared it nicely with one of the Leslie boys, or Daniel Baker drops it red hot there. Play continues, going in hard. Joel Hinch, as you'd expect him to. Kick around the corner, get it, Jeffrey, it's coming to you. Bang!
Little girl down in front.
Certainly did.
So Brian Blood to take the resultant free kick in front of us, in front of the grandstand. It's Pimpinio 3-1-19 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard, leading the Southern Roos 1 straight 6 as Brian Blood goes in the direction of Heath Watson. He gets shepherded off the ball by Joel Hinch, and he played for it beautifully.
And got it.
So Jason Brown paying the free kick to Heath Watson. He's on the 50-metre line, Joel, so it's going to be too far out for Heath to score.
He'll have to start at left. And he comes, goes bang, it's out to the goal square. They're flying everywhere, but a nice grab by Sean Brown. A nice little handball out to Brett Baker, who's on his left foot, kicks it to a 2-on-1. There's 3 of them there now. The ball been knocked out by Harrow, but Jaden Hinch, magnificent effort there, gets tackled beautifully there by Scott Heath and brings it up, and umpire Jason Brown crosses the arms and says, "It's mine."
I thought you were going to say shortbread instead of Sean Brown there at one stage.
Southern Roos into attack now. Up they go. Michael Phelan gets it down. Chopped off Gary Davidson. Joel Hinch puts the tackle on Jed McClure. Ball in dispute. No one can break free, so a ball up once
Joel
again.
Hinch certainly having a presence there across that half-back line at the moment, David.
That's for sure.
15-minute mark on the Baker Builders clock, and it's Pimpinio 3-1 to Harrow, 1 goal.
Brown gets it down as far as Joel Hinch, shares it nicely with Matty Bettison. Just a high kick and hope the wind carries it. Good mark. Good mark, a Webcon mark of the day. Brian Blood using all his experience. Shares it nicely with Matty Ward. They're going sideways. They're trying to get to the attacking side of the ground. As Matty shares it with the veteran, Timmy Leeming, goes in short, looking for and finding Bernie Ward. The boy with the headband. Bernie Ward goes in short once again. Can't see that far over the ground, Bill. Can you see who it is?
No, I can't see who it is.
Tom Anson now goes into the pocket over the head there of Larry Leeming, going back. Missing it. Jason Perry spins out of a tackle. Snap on goal. Misses.
Matty Stewart missed one that he should have taken there, Dave.
David McClure's back on the ground sporting the Jimi Hendrix headband too, Dave.
Okay, so we've got headbands there. Now we can start telling these players apart a bit more now.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Harrow Balmoral 117 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard. Pimpinio 3-1-19. 15 minutes gone.
Paul Leslie brings the ball in, looking for Brett Baker. Up he goes, nearly takes it back onto the right foot, drives it to centre half forward, looking for Josh Medicine, who's the ball's come down in front of Brian Blood, who's managed to hold it up. Brett Bell, quick hands to Jaden Hinch, who was tripped. The umpire said play on. Have a look, Umpy. Harrow managed to get the ball, and it's come out to Jed McClure. He's got a paddock by himself. Has a bounce, has another bounce, goes long, looking for Heath Watson, Brent Penny, but there's two Pimpinio blokes. Jared Walker gets the footy, come out free, and the umpire crosses the arms, Jason Brand, and it's all collected there by number 23, Gary Davison, the coach.
Gee, Jaden Hinch would have to be unlucky about that trip back there, wouldn't he?
Have to. It's the third time they haven't seen it.
Sean Brown once again gets the knockout as far as Gary Davidson spins into a tackle. A strong tackle is paid too high by Jed McClure, and Gary Davidson, the coach of the year in 2005, to take the free kick halfback flank for the Tigers. Goes in short looking for Josh Pedersen. Couldn't snap up the half volley. Buttering up there is Brian Blood, floats it into Bernie. Come on, Bernie, play on. You're into the breeze, son. Don't worry about trotting back and taking a kick. Get the ball going. Bill.
Yes, good. Sorry, Bernie Wood kicks it over there to Jason Perry. Jason Perry just in front of the go short again, and that's gone to, looks like Simon Ferguson. He's kicked it on there further to Brent Penny. Brent Penny runs around, goes bang, looking to the goal square. Joel Hinch has got the front spot, but Watson nearly takes it. And the ball's up and down out there. Out they come to Jared. Jared Walker, who couldn't quite get rid of it. Gary Davis is in there hard for the Tigers. And the umpire has pulled out a free kick, and we're not quite sure. Josh Rees
pushing the back.
Set, in the back, and the recipient of that will be number 40, Chris Heath. So he's about 20 out, Dave. He's got a big show here.
Left footer, is he, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yes, he's one of the Heath boys. That's
yes, it is. Chris Heath.
He's got to hang it out to the left goalpost. The left goalpost, not the right one.
But he's managed to find Joel Hinch in the opposite pocket.
Been good, hasn't he, Joel Hinch?
Yeah, certainly has.
Rocket Gibraltar back there.
Joel Hinch looking out towards the scoreboard side, looking for Sean Brown. The ball carries over the top of him. It's wobbling down. Clint Burdett's on the ground level. Great work by Clint. Beautiful handball out to Leslie. Then back to Clint again, looking for big Alistair Ward there, who's taken on three of them, can't quite get it. A great effort.
Hymn sheet, those boys.
They certainly aren't. And he's managed to tie the ball up. Great effort by the number 5 for Bernard Ward for Pimpinio.
3-on-1 situation there, and he just worked the ball very well, worked his opponent very well, and got the ball up. Well done.
Tigers into attack. Matty Bettison wrapped up in a tackle. Jason Brand says, give it to me, boys. I'll throw it up once again. We've got the Pimpinio Tigers 3-1-19 leading Harrow Balmoral Southern Roos 1-1-7. We're about to tick up to the 20-minute mark of the first quarter on the Baker Builders clock. Knocking it forward there was Scott Heath. Only as far as who's getting in there. Bernie Ward's in. No, it's one of the McClure boys with the headband on. Getting back there is Bernie Ward for Pimpinio. Matty Ward breaks clear onto the right foot. It's tough work into the breeze on that side of the ground. Joel Hinch can't get the handle on it. Still can't get the handle on it. Now he's got the handle on it, but wore a head-high tackle from young Ed Ferguson, and will take a free kick. Joel Hinch.
Joel Hinch coming into the centre looking for Sean Brown. In front of him was Brent Penny, who dropped the ball. Comes out the back, flipped out to Bernie Ward, who's trying to get hold of it. Tackled by Clint Burdett, who follows up with another tackle. It's then come back to
it's one of the Heath boys.
One of the Heath boys, which is it was Simon Ferguson, who was looking up there for the forwards. It's been hard and strong down there. Great tackling by the Pimpinio backline.
Who's umpire?
And Josh Rees has said...
what are you saying, Jeff?
Has said Ed Ferguson, sorry fella, you've hang on too long, and Brett Baker's got the footy.
What are you saying,
They
Jeff?
just seem to be missing a lot at the moment there.
Daniel Baker, only as far as Bernie Ward, spills to the back, Michael Phelan, backwards handball there, Timmy Leeming. Bernie Ward put the bump on, but he hit Timmy Leeming instead. Breaking clear now is Simon Ferguson into centre half forward. Big fly there, ball spills at the back. Mopping up behind the pack was Brett Baker, clearing kick and taking a free kick mark, whatever you like there, is Scott Heath for the Southern Roos, right in front of us, Bill.
That was Joel Bennett giving away the head-high tackle there. He's just come on the ground for Ryan Ellis.
What? Sorry, Jeff?
Jaden Hinch looks like he's standing on the one spot. He can't get out of a jog at the moment. Don't know what's happened to him.
So it's Scott Heath now on the wing, goes in short, looking for Brent Penny, puts his backside back into Bernie Ward. Running clear now is Gary Davidson, chips it over the top for Sprowley, gets back, takes a chest mark, half forward for the Tigers, grandstand side. They've got 2 goals up on the Southern Roos, shares it nicely back with the coach again. Half forward on 50 is the man on the mark. That's the other boy, McClure, David McClure. Goes backwards, Gary Davidson. Backwards footy in District League footy. Goes to Matty Bettison, shanks it to the right for a behind.
I think the hierarchy of Harrow would have to be looking at shifting Tim Leeming off Brad Sproul, wouldn't he? Brad Sproul's taken about 4 marks now.
Yeah, just too quick, too springy for Tim.
Yep.
So bringing the ball back into play for the Southern Roos is Rowan Haig, as Pimpinio hold a 13-point lead. 22 minutes gone on the Baker Builders and Renovators scoreboard clock there. Goes to the scoreboard side. It hangs up in the breeze. Big fly, Matty Stewart, punch down. Brett Baker takes the spills. Left foot kick around the corner. Brian Harrison leads the race and takes a diving chest mark in the pocket.
Great grab there, Dave. He had to make up a lot of ground. Will the Wizard produce some magic?
So Brian Harrison, he's about 25 metres out from goal, but he's hard up against the fence. The ball will come back in towards the goals on the breeze. Goes back. Oh, I think he likes it.
I definitely think he likes it.
He has threaded that.
Goal. Batch's Trophy engraving goal of the day to Brian Harrison of Pimpinio.
So that's his first for the game. And it looks like they're slotted him back into the pocket now after initially being on the wing. So some smart moves there.
Good play there from Brett Baker to get the ball quickly off the spills front and square, Jeff.
Yeah, certainly was, and it's interesting, Gary Davidson's been pretty instrumental in a few of the moves too at the moment, kicking the ball well and running on, so it's great to see him creating a bit of run off the half-back.
Jeff, he started on the wing and he's just shifted down to the forward line now, Gary Davidson.
Larry Leeming off and Al Penny on, back in the middle of the ground. It's the Pimpinio team by 19 points. Sean Brown down to number 16 there. That is Paul Leslie. Spins out of a tackle. Tries to get the ball moving. Back in there, Jaden Hinch. The ball spills free. Bernie Ward now mops up. Swings around under the scoreboard. Goes straight down the line looking for Heath Watson. It's over his head. Tracking towards the boundary line is Joel Hinch. Heath Ward tries to get the hands free above the tackle, but the boundary line wins out in front of the Horsham Bearing sign, Bill.
Certainly is in front of the Horsham Bearing signs, and it'll be Brent Penny against Sean Brown. Brown getting the taller of the two, but knocks it down to Joel Bennett, whose handball then goes out to Ed Ferguson, who just throws it on the boot. Oops. And only finds Big Wardy. Comes through for Pimpinio, looking for the boundary, and I reckon at this stage he's found it. Brett Baker just couldn't quite control it there, and the boundary umpire said it's all mine, guys.
Pretty safe kick there in the finish, wasn't it?
Smart kick.
Southern Roos slightly into attack in front of the Horsham Bearing sign. It's a boundary throw-in. Sean Brown, Michael Phelan. Brown chopped off there by, is that Mick James back on the ground? Gets the handball out towards Brent Penny. Coming through hard there was Clint Burdett. He can't get the handle on it. Good hands off there to Tom Anson. Can't break clear the ball here in the middle of the ground. The umpire, he's letting it go for a change. Now he says, I'll ball it up, boys.
Crosses the arms once more.
It's unusual. They don't usually let the ball try and get out as much as what they do in the big league.
Sean Brown, Michael Phelan.
Southern Roos slightly into the tack. The throw up favours Phelan, gets it down. Clint Burdett now shares it nicely by hand with Daniel Baker. Right foot kick to the half forward. Coming out, he missed it there, was Scott Heath, I think it is. Boundary line back there. David McClure tries to keep it in, but it rolls out of bounds. Boundary throw in front of the grandstand. Stuart Cox to do the honours. And the Horsham Bearing sign is on this side of the ground as well, Bill.
Brown certainly is. Brown versus Phelan. Nice tap out by Sean Brown in the path of Matty Stewart, sorry. It was Ryan Ellis who eventually fell on the ball, and Josh Reeves crossed the arms. And they'll go at it again. Sean Brown, if I remember last year we called Sean Brown and whoever it was last year. But it's Michael Phelan for Harrow. Knocks the ball down there, but Clint Burdett snags it away beautifully onto the right foot, sets it up for Matty Stewart, bustling his way there. Beautiful defence by Harrow there, managed to force the ball out, and that was number 15 there, Rowan Haig, who pushed it out to the boundary, and young Coxie again says it's my ball.
Boundary throw in, the Tigers into attack. We're first quarter, 25 minutes gone on the Baker Builders. Scott breaking clear, Matty Bettison hands it off with Gary Davison, tries to get it to Clint Burdett. Chopped off there by Scott Heath. Joel Hinch playing in front of Heath Watson. Spills the mark. Ground level is big Al Ward trying to break through. Puts the tackle on Joel Hinch when Brent Penny...
He's a bit stiff.
I was going to say when Brent Penny didn't have the ball.
Yeah.
But he must have had it at some stage because the umpire said you disposed of it incorrectly. Joel Hinch now runs through the cricket pitch now, goes to the outer side of the ground. Who's he looking for out there?
Gary Davidson.
Looks like Gary Davidson, but getting back and helping out is Chris Heath now. Comes back straight down the line, looking for, finding Heath Watson. Takes a mark. The first mark that Heath would have taken today, KD.
He took that falling one before the Webcom mark of the day early on.
That's right. This is the first mark he's taken overhead. So Heath Watson now, half forward flank, looking for Brent Penny. Brent Penny spills free, butters up now, picks it up, breaks one tackle, shares it with Bernie Ward. Left foot kick from Bernie's partly smothered. Good punch over the back, running onto it now. Nathan Newman, can he pick it up? Clint Burdett puts the... Oh, too easy. Took the ball away too easy, Clint. And it's still in possession down there in the forward pocket. Nathan butters up. Paul Leslie's in there. Gets it off to Jared Walker. Quick hands missed there. Bernie Ward. Jared Walker mops up and earns a free kick for a high tackle.
It was a good butter up by Jared Walker, but it was a pretty ordinary handball. Jared Walker coming out towards the grandstand side looking for Big Beto there. His ball's punched away by Brian Blood, butted up by Sean Brown. It only went as far as Mick James, who goes a handball to Bernie Ward, who kicks that up forward. Up they go. Al Ward decides to get it away, and number 44 there for
Daniel Baker.
For Pimpinio, Daniel Baker looks for Gary Davison. Gary Dale, it looks like he's been caught high there, and the umpire Glenn Rigby says, yeah, you've earned it, Davison. Then handballs on to Matt Bettison, who goes long, looking for Sproul, who is behind and worrying about what he's going to pick up. The Harrow defence works it out. Beautiful handball there by Scott Heath, who comes out, but it's been dropped out on the ground. They're battling for it, the Harrow defenders, and they finally get clear, but it's only coming as far as, looks like, as far as Clint Burdett, who should pick up the hands. Beautifully done, Clint Burdett. Goes long, goes strong, looking for Sproul. He's going to jump. The wizard went. Matty Stewart, who was 6'24", managed to get the ball and put it out of bounds on the full. The recipient is that fella,
Rowan
number
Haig.
15, Rowan Haig.
Clever move there by Clint Burdett as he gathered the ball and slid back through Tom Anson's legs. Just ran straight underneath him, I think.
Rowan Haig goes in short and finds Scott Heath. They're still in the back pocket, but they're trying to clear it from defence. Pimpinio led it by 19 points. We're about 27 minutes through the first quarter on the Baker Builders clock. Oh, a good smother there, Matty Stewart. Going back onto it now is Scott Heath. Goes across goal. Got no one to kick to. Goes in short. Ooh, gutsy stuff. Matty Ward stands his ground. Josh Bettison puts the pressure on. Bill.
Yes, certainly does.
So Matt Ward now in defence for the Southern Roos. And there it is.
Siren.
Quarter time. So quarter time in the 2006 AWB Horsham District League Grand Final. It's Pimpinio 4-2-26. Leading Harrow Balmoral 1-1-7 for...
Can play forward and back. He's a good, strong body, so hopefully later in the game you'll see him up forward. Thank you, Shane. Thanks.
Peter Miller, roving reporter for Wades, as Sean Brown gets the second quarter underway with a punch forward into centre half forward. Clearing kick from David McClure, centre half forward for the Southern Roos. Brent Penny spills another mark. Oh, good hands there. Tom Anson off to... No, Tom Anson. It was Tom Anson to Tom Anson. It was Jed McClure to Tom Anson. Spilling there. Brian Blood, snap towards goal. How's it going to roll? How's it going to roll? Getting back there. Joel Hinch tracks it through for a behind. First score for the Southern Roos in the second quarter is a behind to Brian Blood. Bill.
Looks like they're going to go into full-on attack now there, Dave.
Okay.
To bring the ball in through Gary Davison, goes short to try and find Brett Baker, who only brought it on a half volley. Daniel Baker, sorry. On the half volley and was wrapped up by the Harrow defence.
Okay, so it's a ball up, Southern Roos into attack. Sean Brown, Heath Watson. Heath gets the run at it, knocks it into the hot spot. Over the head, Josh Bettison bounces obligingly for him. Beto clears it to the outer side of the ground. Clint Burdett leads the race for the ball. Matty Ward is there putting pressure on him. Tom Anson can't keep up. Clint gets it into centre half forward, playing in front. Rowan Haig knocks it forward, runs into Tom Anson. Bounces nicely for Tom Anson. Panicked a little bit and got the kick in short.
And wide.
And over the boundary line. Couldn't quite snaffle it there. Was the Southern Roos. So it's a free kick for the Pimpinio team, half-back flank. Daniel Baker now goes straight down the line. He's looking for Rocky Ellis. Good spoil there from behind, but he took the player over the shoulder, and over the shoulder boulder holder for Matty Ward on the half-back flank for the Southern Roos, Bill.
Matty Ward. Down he comes, decides to drive long. He's looking for Brent Penny, who flies, and a great grab in the mark. And that's got to be definitely a Batch's trophy. No, it's not, because Batch's is not looking after that, is he? It's a Webcom mark of the day.
He's finally snagged one, Brent Penny. So he goes into the top of the square. Heath Watson from behind puts the spoil on. Front and centre there, Ed Ferguson rides the bump. Handball off, Nathan Newman can't get the boot to ball. Is pinged for holding the ball. And Shoei has cost him a free kick. Ball moving quickly now. Bernie Ward off to Clint Burdett. Can't get the handle on it. Clint is pressured by 3 Harrow Balmoral blokes. Josh Bettison in there. Handball off. Jaden Hint wrapped up in a tackle. Gets it clear. Gary Davidson. Hands off Paul Leslie. Front and centre there, the Southern Roos. It's a battle for possession in the middle of the ground. Breaking clear, trying to get clear is one of the other Leslie. Joel Bennett gets it on towards Brett Baker. Into centre half forward. Brad Sproul takes a mark in front of Tim Leeming. I thought he was going to pay it then.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 50. Brad Sproul looking short for the Wizard. Uses his body beautifully, but the Harrow defence through Bernie Ward manages to clear the ball. Coming out towards right in front of us, and it's Simon Ferguson who overruns the ball. Sean Brown, beautiful hip and shoulder. Sprowley overruns the ball. There's Wards everywhere out there, but Brent Penny absolutely gets the ball back into Chris Heath, who fires the ball into centre half forward. Joel Hinch punches away from Heath Watson, gathered by Jared Walker, then goes on to Bernie Ward, who gets the ball absolutely smothered. Harrow comes back in, a snap there around the corner by Brian Blood, and it's gone to the left-hand side of the big post, Dave, for one behind. And on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard, Pimpinio 4-2-26 leading Harrow Balmoral 1-3-9.
Just around the ground update for Elgas in the Emmett's Gold Acres Mallee League. At quarter time, we have Oyen United 2-3 leading Beulah 1-4.
The clearing kick is taken for Pimpinio by Bernie Ward. It comes to the grandstand side. He's looking for Sean Brown. Brent Penny puts the block on. Taking the mark in front there was Joel Bennett. Joel Bennett for the Pimpinio Tigers, looking for Jaden Hinch. Puts his body in, tries to get it, gets it on the ground. Handball off Matty Bettison, ducks one tackle. Left foot kick into half forward. Who wants front spot? Brian Harrison. Good spoil, Rowan Haig. Front and centre is Paul Leslie. Quick kick into Brad Sproul. Snap around the corner. How's it going to stay? Is it going to stay? It wobbled off on the breeze.
I tell you what, I just can't believe there's still left Tim Leeming.
Yeah, it seems a strange one, but I suppose one thing about Tim, well, he's a hard nut and he'll keep persevering.
Yeah, but there's no use if you're not getting near the footy.
Scott Heath brings it in, looking for, good spoil there. Sean Brown gets it at ground level. Can't quite get the handle on it. Goes between the legs of Matty Bettison. Getting the handball, Mick James, only as far there as Paul Leslie. Can't quite get it. Clint Burdett, handball over the top. Brad Sproul, snap around the corner this time. There is your Batch's trophy and engraving goal of the day to Brad Sproul. And is he having too much of an influence, Jeff?
He certainly is. Like, we're just saying about Tim Leeming on him, but he's a player you can't afford to let go because he can be sensational. Like, he can, in a matter of minutes, can kick 3 or 4 goals and take 2 or 3 big marks as well. But look, I don't think the wind. Look, you look at the flags. Is it as strong as it was at the start of the game? Do you think?
I don't reckon it is.
You can score.
It's definitely dropped, Jeff.
It's definitely dropped.
The wind has definitely dropped, and Pimpinio are just harder at the ball at the moment.
Josh Rees gets the game underway. Up they go. Michael Phelan, Sean Brown chopped off. Bernie Ward, left foot kick into centre half forward, looking for and trying to find Ed Ferguson. Leads in the race for the ball. Brent Penny is pushed in the back there by Al Ward and over the boundary line. And yep, he's seen it. Glenn Rigby saw it the same way that I did, Bill.
It certainly did. Brent Penny just outside of 50.
He'll give this a show, won't he?
He'd have to go, give it a bit of a hunt. He's got a strange kicking style where he flips the ball backwards.
Rod Austin style.
Certainly does. In he comes, Brent Penny goes crack with his beautiful right foot kick. Joel Hinch, though, the ever-reliable backman for Pimpinio, manages to take the grab. Surveys which direction he's going to head, decides to come out to this side of the grandstand side looking for Sean Brown, and Sean Brown doesn't let him down. Nice hands there, Brown, he plays on. Beautiful hands there to Jared Walker. Jared Walker kicks high, wide, handsome, looking for Brad Sproul. Uses his body, couldn't take the mark, and there's Timmy Lehman, finally got a touch. Beautiful handball then back inside, and then followed up by Chris Heath, who goes bang with the left foot, going long, Joel Hinch, Heath Watson, beautiful hands, and he's right on the 50-metre mark, and got to be a show, Dave. Has to be a show.
Must get into the game, Heath Watson. They've got to channel their, I believe, they've got to channel their attacks through Heath a lot more on this side of the ground, because he is the one that could cause headaches for the Pimpinio defence. Certainly could.
In he comes. He's going to be kicking from right on the 50-metre mark when he unloads it. In he comes. Bang. We're following it round. It's coming round. Not enough. Doesn't quite make the distance. Forced out there by Josh Bettison, who hits the ball and then it's knocked onto Jared Walker. Jared Walker just manages to get hold of it, looking for Hinchy, but it's a bad kick. In comes, looks like Bryson Baker, who couldn't pick it up. It's then come back out to Heath Watson, who's taken a grab. Heath Watson looking to full forward, sends it long, but there's Sean Brown, hands up, beautiful grab.
They're not having a go, these Harrow Balmoral forwards. They're too intent on arguing with the umpire about what's going on off the ball rather than going for it.
Getting for it, that's right. Sean Brown, he's come across the mark. It's got to be 50. No, it's the call played on. Bernie Ward for Pimpinio goes out towards the boundary, and in the race is Paul Leslie in front and forces the ball across the boundary line in front of the Horse and Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign, Dave.
It's Pimpinio leading by 4 goals, 5-3-33 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard as Sean Brown gets the knockout. Hands clear of the tackle there was Nathan Newman. Over the top, Bernie Ward. He wanted it more. Jared Walker shares it nicely with Josh Bettison. Hand off there to... it looks like the other Leslie boys. Shares it back with Jared Walker. They're running from defence, the Pimpinio Tigers. And Jared Walker goes into the centre looking for Brian Harrison. Back door there, David McClure. Well tackled, Bryson Baker. Brian Harrison. Handball over the top. Brad Sproul goes for the receive. Handball off, Clint Burdett. Shares it nicely with Matty Bettison. Crosses 50. It'll have to be his best, Matt. Goes long. Goes strong. There is your Batches trophies and engraving. Goal of the day, Pimpinio.
Great footy.
Tell you what, the Southern Roos are going to have to extract the digit, KD.
They certainly are.
Just a half-time update on North Ballarat Rebels, 6-9 to 4 goals, 7 Gippsland. So North Ballarat Rebels leading at half-time, 6-9 to 4-7.
Defence. There's an old story that if you look after the defence, your offence will be taken care of it. No, we're just fantastic then. The defenders, Jared Walker. Fantastic.
Update from the Graincourt North Central, second semi-final at quarter-time. Bort and Donald both 2-5-17.
Up they go. Sean Brown gets the tap out again, only as far as Bernie Ward. Flips it over the top, misses its target. It bounce eludes there. Paul Leslie going back. Jaden Hinch, ground level, is one of the Schofield boys. Back to Matty Ward. Long kick into half forward in front and hitting the ground running. Josh Bettison, play on from defence for the Pimpinio team. It's a high mongrel up country punt kick and it goes out of bounds in front of the grandstand.
I wonder what his thought process was there to play on, but I know he's a strong boy.
Instruction.
But yeah, well, that might be right too. But anyway, it still wasn't a bad kick.
Heath Watson, Sean Brown. Heath Watson gets it to Brett Baker. Brett Baker, nice little handball. His nice little dink out here to Paul Leslie. Right in front of the Pimpinio. Oh, he's caught one eye, I'd reckon at a guess. Yes, and umpire Jason Brand's seen it. Paul Leslie, gutsy little player there. Plenty of leg speed too. Plays on, looking for Bettison, who flies from behind. Couldn't get it cleaned up by David McClure. Nice handball around by the Ward boys. And finally, Matty Ward kicks it long. And beautiful grab there by number 40, Chris Heath. Chris Heath on the left foot, coming in towards centre half forward. Who's he looking for? Looks like he's looked for and found Jared Walker, who dropped the mark, but Brent Penny butters it up beautifully around the corner. There's no front and centre there, but Gary Davison's taken a poor bounce, been knocked on by Ed Ferguson, but it's been cleaned up by Daniel Baker, looking for a little pass, but it was a shocking disposal. It's been fired into their forward line, picked up there by Andy Leslie. To Joel Hinch to Bernie Ward. Ward goes long, looking for Joel Bennett, who floats to the ground to try and grab the mark. Misses it, and it's gone across the boundary line, and young Pritchard will throw the ball in.
Not a lot of structure for Harrow Balmoral going forward. It's just really kicking and hoping at the moment.
Sean Brown gets the tap down as far as Paul Leslie. Back to Sean Brown. Left foot kick around the corner. Leading in the race is Matty Ward. The bounce, Matty slips over, but he's got time to butter up, get back inside. Shares it now with Chris Heath. Chris Heath, left foot kick around the corner. There's no one at centre half forward. Nathan Newman tried to be too fancy. It's chopped off Jaden Hinch. Back to Clint Burdett. Shares it nicely with the running Sean Brown. Sean Brown goes with the left foot, looking for Sprowley. Getting in front, dropping the mark there. It was Chris Heath. Ground level, Matty Bettison. Shares it with Brett Baker. Comes back in on the right. Pushing back, Tim Leeming should take the mark. Uncontested for the Southern Roos. Half-back flank. Goes to the outer side, Bill.
Tim Leeming comes out there looking for and finding Tom Anson. Tom Anson has a bit of a touch, goes forward and finally found Chris Heath. Handballs on to Matty Ward, who finds forward to Brent Penny, and a beautiful footwork.
He paid the push in the back. He paid the push in the back against him.
Well, I tell you what, I didn't see any push in the back, but
he doesn't even realise it's a free kick.
The free kick's actually going to Bernie Ward from Pimpinio.
Geez, I wish those two wards of Pimpinio didn't get their head shaved. So we'll say it's Bernie clearing to the grandstand side, getting one hand on it, not good enough. Simon Ferguson. Back door, Timmy Leeming just goes in short, looking for Michael Phelan, gets under the ball. Good spoil there. Bernie Ward goes to ground, handball clear to Joel Bennett. Joel Bennett goes into half forward, looking for Bryson Baker. Back door, Matty Bettison. Front and square, butters up again, ducks back on the right, goes in short, tried to be too cute to Clint. Clint mutters up, goes to the running Jared Walker, having an influence for the Tigers. Brian Harrison, too strong, too good, plays on, goes in, and I reckon he's...
Missed it.
Missed it, hit the post.
The Wizard couldn't produce any magic then.
So we're 13 minutes into the second quarter. It's Pimpinio leading by 31 points. Harrow Balmoral is stuck on 139, and they're supposed to be kicking with the what we believe is a 4 or 5 goal breeze. And for Pimpinio, they're 6-4-40 as Bernie Ward shares it now with Matty Ward. Comes in down the line, looking for all on his own. He's got an acre there. Has Simon Ferguson. Goes in. Oh, he can't run out of sight. Mick James, I could run quicker than that. But he does manage to get his boot on the ball. Goes in short and finds Josh Bettison. Jeez, I've seen cement drying move quicker than that.
Josh Bettison comes out wide looking for Daniel Baker. It's a bad band. Butted up by Joel Hinch. Nice little left-hand handball through to Paul Leslie. Kicks the ball out looking for Brett Baker, who's on the gallop and can't quite gather it. But Harrow have picked it up to Ward, and Harrow then go. I can't quite pick up who is. Drives it into Brent Penny, who's had the ball knocked away. Picked up there beautifully by Chris Heath. Drives the ball forward, and a nice grab overhead there by the little fellow. One of the Heaths, is it?
Larry Lim.
Sorry, no, it's Ed Ferguson. Very nice grab there by Ed Ferguson. About 25 out. In he comes. Onto the right foot. Looks straight. Looks accurate. The umpire goes across to the right side. The Harrow flags are waving. And it's a sausage roll there by Ed Ferguson, who manages to kick, of course, the Badges and Trophy and engraving goal of the day.
Good work by Heath Watson across half back and found the player out in space on this side, and good work from Ed Ferguson. Was caught behind, positioned himself very well at the last moment to take that mark out in front.
I think Heath Watson's gone on the ball, hasn't he?
He has.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tim Leeming has just gone off the ground too, Dave.
A bit of room there at the moment, Harrow Balmoral.
Injury, Pete, or not?
No, he's just having a spell, and Steve Schofield's gone on.
Okay.
So Glenn Rigby to get there. We're halfway through the second quarter. Heath Watson tried to get it to Bernie Ward. Ground level, Matty Ward. They've got all the big guns in there now. Harrow Balmoral. Brian Blood breaks through. Kick into centre half forward. Nice take there. Mick James over the top, too far for Brent Penny. Coming through hard. Josh Bettison. Brett Baker stood there and watched it. Tapped it to Jaden Hinch. Shared it with Daniel Baker. He can't break clear. Dropping the ball. Tried to duck.
He's got to go straight at it. He can't afford to be dodging and weaving like that, Daniel.
Trying to break clear of a Bernie Ward tackle is near on impossible as he shares it with Matty Ward, who is made to earn it by Paul Leslie.
He's got to be a show here. He's just on 50. Might be a bit short.
Looks like you've loaded up KD and put all the big guns on the ball now.
Yeah, winning the ball out of the middle there was the key players, Watson, Blood, the Ward boys combining as well. So, no, we've got to go for it at the moment.
Matty should kick this, I think. Oh, no, he goes straight across the ground. He's looking for Michael Phelan. Fly from behind, in front, dropping the ball. Daniel Baker, Michael Phelan, snap around the corner, into the square. Good battle for possession. Mick James all there. David McClure is wrapped up by two Pimp players. gets the ball clear to Josh Bettison. The boundary line wins out 15 metres around from the Southern Roos goal, Bill.
And on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard sees Pimpinio 6-4-40 to Harrow Balmoral 2-3-15. And, of course, we're about 17 minutes into the second quarter, Dave.
Brent Penny snap on goal from the ruck contest. Looks like a mark.
Been marked right on the line.
Is it in the square, or where will it be taken from?
Just outside.
Is it the boy Schofield again?
No.
18, I reckon.
Ferguson?
Simon Ferguson, I reckon it is.
18, Simon Ferguson.
Yep, that's what I reckon it is.
Definitely Simon Ferguson.
Now, if he took a leaf out of Brian Harrison's book, he should kick this because the breeze will bring the ball back through the goal. So Simon Ferguson now. He's going for a banana kick, left foot. Oh, he's kicked it. Oh, your beauty. There's your Batchers Trophy and engraving goal of the day, Billy.
Certainly a good effort there, Dave. Fantastic little spot. And just at this moment, this small part of the game, Harrow looked to be a little bit better than Pimpinio.
You happy now, KD?
Yeah, looking much better. I'm happy with the structure at the moment. And you see Watson back in there, and Blood's gone in there as well. Called Matty Ward out just before the last bounce, and has put himself in there.
Bryson Baker off for Rocky Ellis for Pimpinio. Have made a change. So what have we got? 17 minutes gone, Bill.
Certainly have, Dave. Brown versus Watson. Brown wins the ball, but it's been picked up by Brian Blood. Nice little handball out there to David McClure. Another handball out to Matty Ward. Matty Ward on the left foot, looking to go out towards, who is it? One of the McClure boys.
Advantage paid as Heath Watson crosses centre half forward, goes long on the breeze. Joel Hinch.
He's run into the post.
He run into the post too.
And he snapped it off like Lethal Lee, though.
So they're putting the pressure on him now.
Heath Watson scores are behind, bringing the score back to 18 points in favour of the Tigers as Josh Bettison brings the ball back into play. He's looking for Rocky Ellis in front, taking a strong mark is Jed McClure for the Southern Roos. Half forward flank, Jed McClure. Can he go the journey, KD?
He's looking to pass off at the moment. He's just waiting for someone to give him an option.
And they've moved off the mark, so it's opened up for him. He goes across the ground. He's looking for Phelan and Penny again. In front, strong mark there, taken by one of the Wardies as they hand it off to Brett Baker. The running Jared Walker again. Whoever's playing in the forward line for Southern Roos must stop the run of Jared Walker.
Hang on
because
to it.
Brad Sproul's now got it at half forward for Pimpinio, Bill.
Yes, certainly have. Brad Sproul goes short. Looking for Brett Baker, took Jeff's advice and dives on and takes a nice grab. Brett Baker looks like he's going to go wider, but it's off the boot rather badly and picked up by Mick Jones. Mick Jones comes out towards our side out here, and it's looking for Chris Heath, who takes it on the chest. Wheels around on the left foot, looking for Brent Penny, but it's been punched away by Sean Brown and Jared Walker. Looks like some blokes did want it. And the only bloke that did want it was Matty Ward, who put his head over the agate and picked it up beautifully. Well done.
Matty Ward on the wing, grandstand side for the Southern Roos now. Goes in short, looking for and finding Jed McClure. Goes onto the left foot to the outer side. It's Tom Anson this time. Gets around Clint Burdett. Oh, it's a terrible hand pass. Chopped off by Clint. He's got 3 to beat. Can't do it. Coming back, Jed McClure. Quick kick towards goal. Big fly from behind Larry Leeming.
Good decision.
Gave the free kick away.
Cam Ellis has just come on for his first run too, Dave.
Okay, Billy. It's a Big Pete down there for Wades, our roving reporter, keeping us up to date with the moves. Josh Bettison goes in short. This time it's Bernie Ward. Oh, too slow.
Great tackle.
Yeah,
Bernie Ward, sorry.
Tackle Bernie Ward.
Bernie Ward, tackled by Bernie Ward, and Bernie Ward will let have a shot.
As Bernie Ward stands on the mark.
Goes short, goes wide also to Chris Heath. Chris Heath plays on, has a pick, and he looks like he's nailed it. Great footy there by the Harrow boys.
You don't have to draw a diagram, do you? But that was one of the biggest helicopter kicks. Stephen Kernahan would have been proud as that sailed over the goal.
Certainly would. And on the Stall Town Hall scoreboard sees Pimpinio 6-4-40, leading Harrow now, coming back 4-4-28, and we're at the 20-minute mark on the Baker Builders watch clock, Dave.
Pimper got a man up a bit more. They're letting them run. They're too loose.
Chris Heath is having a blinder out here in front of us. Up they go. Heath Watson, Sean Brown. Heath Watson down to Brian Blood. Breaks from the centre too easily. Goes into centre half forward standing. Oh, big fly. Joel Hinch spills free. Gary Davidson off. Al Ward spills again. Snap around the corner. Snap around the corner. Looks like Larry Leeming has missed everything.
Certainly has. And the person that's going to get the call, Dave, is going to be Bernie Ward.
It goes in short to Gary Davidson. Marks in front of Jed McClure. Back pocket for the Tigers. They lead it by 12 goals. The Southern Roos have lifted their game now. Goes in short to Rocky Ellis.
Only leading by 12 points, Dave, not 12 goals.
Did I say 12 goals, did I?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Jason Perry gets the knock on only as far as Mick James. Good pressure there from Joel Bennett. Ball spills to Matty Wood. Can't get the handle on it. Now he flips it out to Mick James. Good hands off there to Brian Blood. Clint Burdett, hands free of the tackle. Brian Blood looking for an option, goes into the middle of the ground. Oh, good mark there as the ball floats towards him. It's Jed McClure. Jed McClure crosses the cricket pitch, goes to the outer side. Michael Phelan. Oh, he just props a little bit too much when he doesn't jump hard at it. That's why Joel Hinch is breaking clear with Al Ward there. Outer side of the ground, goes into centre forward, over the head. Nice take there by Tom Anson. Brian Blood
the kick there.
shares it with the running Heath Watson. Heath goes into centre forward on his own. Oh, big fly behind Rocky Ellis. Ball spills free. Jared Walker over the top there to Andy Leslie. Goes back to Al Ward. Spins into trouble. Comes free. 43. Ed Ferguson straightens up. Goes long. Goes strong and hits. Misses.
Right inside.
Great work there from Rowan Haig too. Showed real courage back into the back
at the moment.
Certainly would.
So it's a point for the Southern Roos. They move to 4-5-29 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard.
Gary Davison comes in short to Daniel Baker, who marks it on the chest right in the botanical end pocket on the rotunda side. Surveys everywhere, decides to go a bit longer, looking for Ryan Ellis. Ryan Ellis puts the hands up, and yeah, they've awarded the mark. They thought it might have gone across the line. Ryan Ellis. Perfect. Sorry, Pete. Oh, Brian Harrison should have been hands on the back or on the shoulders or something. Anyway, they're still at it. And
high tackle.
Jed McClure, no, it wasn't Jed McClure. It was actually Stephen Schofield who got tackled around the head high by Brian Harrison. So, okay, Stephen Schofield goes short to Brian Blood, and it's too wide, it's too handsome. And young Pritch says that's out of bounds, and it's going to go to Josh Bettison.
So Josh Bettison now on the defensive side of wing grandstand side for the Pimpinio Tigers. They lead 6-4-40 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard for Harrow Balmoral 4-5-29. Josh goes high. That's a terrible kick. Mark that and play fair. Good take there. Good fly. Jed McClure, high tackle. Jason Perry not paid. Ball goes out towards Keith. Matty Ward hits the ground running, gets it out to Tom Anson. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. Clint Burdett shows him how it's done in the cricket pitch. Clint comes back on the right, goes out to the outer side. He's looking for Cam Ellis. Good contest there, ground level, taking the ball. Scott Heath, left foot kick around the corner, getting back. Daniel Baker, bounce eludes him into the path there of Brent Penny. Ducks away one way, goes back the other way. Brian Blood, dappy little kick over the top, big fly from behind. Ball spills free, ground level. Who's there? The Southern Roos, Michael Phelan trying to do the roving, front and square.
And they're all under the pump down there, the Pimpinio defenders. They've done a fair job. So Michael Phelan, Sean Brown.
Southern Roos into attack. It's on their 50-metre line on the outer side of the ground. Phelan only down as far as Sean Brown. Coming through hard there. Looks like one of the wards for the Southern Roos. Tied up in a tackle. Ball up, says Josh. It was Bernie, of course, as you'd expect.
Certainly is. Sean Brown, Michael Phelan. They go head-to-head again.
It's in the attacking half for the Southern Roos. Brown goes backwards. It's a battle for possession. No one wants to bend over and pick up the ball, so they're all wrapped up in attacker. Throw the blanket over 20 players in the Southern Roos forward line.
And on the Baker Builders clock, we're just hitting the time on mark. 25 minutes gone. Pimpinio leader by 11 points.
Oh, dear. Sprowley's gone for the big fly in the ruck and has collected the Michael Phelan high. And Michael Phelan will take the kick. A brave attempt there.
We're seeing a flood here, I think.
And the ball's
not in rain either.
The ball's not returned.
That should have been 50 metres then.
That's right. The ball's not returned. And they're still holding it. What's Michael Phelan's kicking skills like, KD?
Oh, look, he's just inside 50, I think. he should be able to carry the line here, I think.
In other words, you don't know.
No, I think he should be able to do this one.
Come on.
It'll make the distance. I'm just worried about the accuracy, that's all.
Okay, Michael Phelan now. Oh, he goes back. It looks like it's off the side. Big fly. Oh, gee. Snap around the corner. Larry Leeming. No, it's in the square. 20 blokes in the square. Punch through for a behind.
And as Jeff just mentioned...
Geez, he's casual, that Larry Leeming, isn't he?
In the forward half from the centre square, there is no one in Pimpinio's forward line.
The umpire.
Oh, sorry, the umpire. Well, that's what we said, no one.
Okay, so Matty Bettison looks like he's going for Daniel Baker, but the winds carry the ball out of bounds, so it's a free kick to Chris Heath for the Southern Roos.
Chris Heath will run around onto his left foot and will bang it in. Round he comes, should have called play on, he does, he bangs it, looking for Heath Watson, who's about 20.
Oh!
And up went there was number 39, Larry Leeming, but he couldn't grab hold of it. And
he's going to take one in a minute.
He certainly is.
He's having some good honest jumps at it, KD.
He has. We need to pick up a goal just here. What are we approaching? 28, 29 minute mark.
Yeah. Up they go, Heath Watson down. It's a battle for possession. 20 blokes in there. Jason Perry spins into a tackle of Jared Walker and ball it up. It's Matty Ward just hanging out the back here for the Southern Roos. Timmy Leeming's been pushed back. Heath Watson will go for the ruck. There's quite a few players around the ball here. Up they go. No one gets a clear tap out. Brian Blood tries to break clear and gets a... No.
We're going to have to do what the minis do. I reckon just throw the ball out. Let them know.
I think a nice big thump towards goal here and just get players running on towards goal.
Why wouldn't they? There's that many players in there. Someone can put a block on. Up they go. Sean Brown tries to get it. Bernie Ward tries to flip it on. Left foot kick around the corner. Mick James. Mark this and play fair. Someone hasn't. No. Back door there. Andy Leslie. Off to Josh Bettison. Into the path of Al Ward. Joel Hinch is running onto it as well. Oh, good attempt there. He's earned the free kick. It's... is it number 9?
He hasn't heard the siren. The siren's gone.
Stephen
and they haven't heard the siren. He should have boiled... Well, I suppose it doesn't matter about time on.
I think it's Stephen Schofield, Jeff, isn't it?
It's Brian Blood.
Brian Blood's got long
Brian
sleeves
Blood's
on.
just talking to him.
Oh, okay.
I think it is Schofield. Have the umpires heard the siren?
I don't know. But anyway, Stephen Schofield, 55 metre. There it is again, the siren. He goes long into the square, over the back, and it didn't carry the journey.
The players have stopped it anyway.
So there you have it. It's half-time at the Horsham City Oval in the 2006 AWB Horsham District League Grand Final. Pimpinio 6-4-40, leading Harrow Balmoral 4-6-30. And
it's an open. They're going to drop a couple of blokes back, so we just got to try not to kick it to them and just run, basically.
Okay, thanks for your time, Brett.
Peter Miller for Wade's our roving reporter as we are about to get the third quarter underway. It's Pimpinio 6-4-40, leading Harrow Balmoral 4-6-30. Sean Brown, Heath Watson to go up in the ruck. Up they go. Heath Watson gets it down beautifully. Bernie Ward wrapped up in a tackle, gets the handball clear. Daniel Baker drops the ball only as far as Ed Ferguson goes into the full forward, playing in front like all good fullbacks should, is big Bernie Al Ward. Bill.
Bernie Ward comes back out to the grandstand side. Leslie has a chop at it. He's recovered, got the ball. He's been hammered though. Sprowley dives on top. Umpire Jason Brown says, thank you, boys. Crosses the arms like the big Monsignor, Dave. Says it's all mine.
We've got Bernie Ward at fullback and Al Ward at centre half back. There we go. Up they go. Sean Brown, Heath Watson, ground level. Sean Brown. It's a jump ball with Jed McClure and Gary Davidson will do it again. It's the Southern Roos slightly into attack, half forward flank, 60 metres out from their goal as Gary Davidson's directing traffic. Look out for Bernie Ward running through. Up they go. Heath Watson tried to get it, but Brownie come over the top. Bernie Ward's tackled without the ball by Paul Leslie, and Bernie will take the free kick for the Southern Roos with his headband on, protecting his ear there. Nasty gash there a couple of weeks ago, Bill.
Away he goes, looking into centre half forward, but he only found Gary Davidson, who dropped in an easy one. Butters back up, and that was Rocky Ellis who handballs out. But it goes to no one in particular. He was looking there for Josh Bettison, who just forces the ball out towards the boundary. Harrow guys come through. I can't quite pick up who it was, but it's up and down. Clint Burdett works really hard, gets a handball out, comes up, butters up and gets it back. kicks the ball long out towards the wing, but only finds Mick James, who comes back out to Heath Watson's out by himself, and they're chasing after him. He's nearly picked him up.
Oh, great play.
Great handball, draws the player, handballs over to Stephen Schofield, goes back across the other side of the ground and found Brent Penny, who's going back. Brent Penny plays on, looking for the lead, going back there, and it went too far. And it's unbelievable how you'd miss that. McClure grabs it, a bit of a snap around the corner, and he's found number 7 in Michael Phelan, probably about 25 out.
Jeez, he's casual, this boy.
He certainly is. The Harrow boys seem to come out fired this time, Dave.
They have. It's a must-get goal here for Michael Phelan. He's on as good as directly in front. He's got to kick it 40 metres into the breeze. He runs to the right, swings it back, and the breeze takes it the other way. And he's missed everything.
Yep.
Has he? Oh.
Got it all bar nothing.
Bad miss there for the Southern Roos as they need as many goals as they can into the breeze.
Incredible the amount of space that Heath Watson had here on the wing before, David, and really worked the ball well.
Daniel Baker went short there to Andy Leslie. Andy Leslie goes short again to Paul Leslie. Paul Leslie looking around, they're still not out of the 50. Decides to send it long. It's come off the foot. Very ordinary fan, Heath Watson, who takes it overhead. Heath Watson surveys up the ground, decides to go short too. Who's he looking for there? Mick James, and no, it's Brian Blood, and in pops Joel Hinch. Joel Hinch hands out to Paul Leslie, goes short. Terrible turnover there, and it's only gone as far as Matt Ward. Matt Ward decides to play on. The umpire has his call, play on now. Around he goes out towards the scoreboard. They're going round the cape there. Punched away beautifully there by Brett Baker. It's hit the ground running, and in the front spot there is Chris Heath. Can't quite get it. It's gone to ground. Picked up there by Clint Burdett, who handballs the ball onwards. Brett Baker heads it out towards the boundary, and it's hit the fence just in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign. So 5 minutes gone on the Baker Builders clock.
It's the Pimpinio Tigers into attack as the helicopter comes over the top of the Horsham City Oval. Ground level, Brett Baker holds onto the ball, waits for the runner, and the runner is Andy Leslie. Goes long to the hot spot. Big fly, Sprowley. Backdoor, ground level. Rocky Ellis can't quite get it. It's flipped out. Great tackle there. The Harrow Balmoral defenders tied up, and the Pimpinio forwards working hard to keep the ball in the forward line, Bill.
Certainly does. Up they go. Sprowley was going to go for it, but it's been cleared away by Heath Watson. It's been kicked off the ground quickly, I think, there by Jaden Hinch, and it's been forced through for a point. Rushed point, I would say. So that would take Pimpinio on the Stall Town Hall Hotel 6-5. 41, leading Harrow Balmoral 4-6-30.
Jason Perry brings the ball back to Mick James, centre half back for the Southern Roos. Mick James now is looking in short, ignores Brian Blood, surveys his options. Josh Betterson's the loose man down the line, so Michael Phelan's got to work harder to push across to centre half back. He does. Josh Betterson in there, good spoil, ground level. Joel Hinch back in there is Daniel Baker. Battle for possession in the middle of the ground. Coming out is Paul Leslie. Gets a handball out as far as Brian Blood. Oops, he tries to duck Matty Betterson's tackle. And holding the ball, Matty Betterson to take the free kick for the Tigers, half-forward flank.
And he better be careful, he'll give away 50 here. I'd reckon it a rough guess. Matt Betterson, great tackle. Looking down forward, Brian Harrison gives the lead, ignores that. It's come off the side of the foot. A shank going to Ryan Ellis, and he's marked it on the chest. Ryan Ellis's first touch for the day.
It is.
And it was a shank off the boot. Decides to go into the centre half forward. And there's Gary Davison, the coach, takes it out in front of the eyes. Lace up, David. What's the chances?
I reckon...
Pretty well straight in front.
I reckon he'll kick it 7 metres either side of each goalpost.
That sounds fair. So what you're saying, he's going to dissect the goals, mate?
Yeah, I reckon there's a big chance that he'll slot this one right through the middle and take Pimpinio out to a 17-point lead. He's 35 metres out. The coach of the Tigers goes back, allows for the breeze. Too much. Told you he was going to kick it 7 metres to the left of the goalpost.
Yeah, you were right.
So Gary Davidson brings up his first score, and the Tigers move to 6-6-42, leading Harrow Balmoral 4-6-30 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard.
And it looks like Scott Heath will bring the ball in for Harrow. Looks like he might come out the grandstand side, has a look, decides to go short, looking for Brian Blood, hit him right on the chest.
Pimp are still playing too loose, so I don't know what's
Certainly
going on there.
Are they playing a zone offence? Looks like it is. Brian Blood comes around looking for Bernie Ward, who takes it on the chest.
Oh,
plays
run,
on.
Bernie.
Should have carried the ball a lot further. Oh, I didn't really want the ball there, was Simon Ferguson.
That was
In
a
comes
Josh
Clint,
Hunt
Clint Burdett. Nice little handball out to Sean Brown, who was put under the pump. Turned over. Looks like it's Jed McClure, is it?
Tom Hansen.
Got the footy out to Heath Watson on the left. And
Come on, big fella, run.
The big fella couldn't quite get there. Met really hard there by Bernard Ward. Picked up beautifully there by Ed Ferguson. Has a snap. The streamers are going, the blues and whites. And yes, it is. It's a goal of the day there, Dave.
Al Penny.
Al Penny, goal of the day for Batch's Trophies and Engraving.
Good movement of the ball there, KD. You'd be happy with that.
Yeah, it was good. I was with you. I thought Bernie should have carried it a little bit further. Disappointing effort by Simon Ferguson, but Jed McClure got it out. And again, Heath Watson, in a lot of space, was able to look up and find a target up forward. Good work by Ed Ferguson, getting across to Al Penny there to finish it off.
Harrow Balmoral 5-6-36. They trail the Pimpinio Tigers 6-6-42.
And Heath Watson with his foot outside, 1 foot just outside the circle, and it's a free kick to Pimpinio.
Sean Brown now takes the kick, goes with the left foot down to centre half forward. Big fly from behind. Oh, good strong mark in the pack. There's a Webcon mark of the day for you from the experienced ex-AFL Blue man, Mick James, Bill.
Certainly does. Mick James decides to come out to the grandstand side, and he's found Scott Heath there onto the left foot. He goes there looking for Rowan Hagg.
Too slow.
Should have got it on, but too short. Looking for Brent Penny. Punched away there by Al Ward beautifully for Pimpinio, and comes across right in front of the Pimpinio interchange box. And the umpire's going to throw it in. Heath Watson, Sean Brown battle again. They're using their bodies well. Heath Watson, nice little deft tap down to Brent Penny. Tried to pick up, and in the back it looked like Joel Hinch there.
Must say there that the umpires have been red hot on anything above the shoulder, haven't they?
They certainly have. For Matty Ward comes out here to Bernie Ward to Matty Ward. Matty Ward on the left foot.
Oh, great kick.
Looking for Michael Phelan. Sits up the ball. He might have been a bit unlucky there. Well done there by Daniel Baker, who manages to clear the ball. Kicks it long, but not looking for Matty Stewart, who nearly took Simon Ferguson out. He plays on. Looks like a little bit under pressure there. Goes to Bernie Ward, who's gone via the cape. Went to handball. Sprowley to Matt Stewart. Matt Stewart goes bang. Long one up to Brian Harrison, but the ball's beautifully marked by Mick James there. Beautiful handball now out to Chris Heath. They're everywhere, these Harrow Balmoral guys. Goes on there to Matty Ward, who marks it out in front of his face. Was going to handball, but slipped over.
Matty Ward now, defensive side of centre for the Southern Roos, goes towards the middle of the ground. It's one of the Heath boys. I don't know which one it is because I can't see his number. So he's going to kick it on his left foot to centre half forward, looking for the lead of Heath Watson in front of Sean Brown. Drops the mark, gets support from Bernie Ward. Oh, Sean Brown stripped him of it, and Heath didn't chase him as Sean Brown clears into centre half forward. And guess who?
Got to be in front.
It's that man
Pimp
again.
have become very, very lazy at the moment.
Certainly have.
It's Mick James for the Southern Roos now. Goes, squares the ball to the other side of the ground. Brian Blood tumbles into a chest mark. Halfback flank. It is the scoreboard side of the ground for the Southern Roos. It's a 6-point ball game at the Horsham City Oval. Pimpinio 6-6-42, leading Harrow Balmoral 5-6-36. And clearing the ball from defence, Brian Blood has put it out of bounds as the ball crashes into the Horsham bearing sign, Bill.
Certainly does, and it's Gary Davison to bring the ball in. Comes into Clint Burdett, who takes the mark. Should have played on and kicked the ball rather than handball to Paul Leslie. It come undone, but again Clint Burdett buttles up. Looks like he's caught one high in the umpire. Yeah, he's seen it because we've seen it from here, so he should have. Clint Burdett's got it. Goes in short. Looking for Sean Brown, finds him out just in front of the scoreboard.
Too slow.
Sean Brown should have got gone long, gone high, gone handsome, ready for the big blokes. Up goes Sprowley, it's hit the deck. Brian Blood gives a little handball out to Mick James, smothered by Brett Baker, comes back and butters it up again and pushes the ball across the line, and the boundary umpire said, thanks guys, it's all mine.
It's the Pimpinio Tigers into attack. They haven't kicked a goal in this quarter, and we've gone 10, 11 minutes with the breeze. as the ball comes to defence. Timmy Leeming now clears it to the grandstand side. They're running hard, the Southern Roos. Rowan Hay goes in short to Matty Ward. Joel Hinch, good contest. Ground level, Matty Stewart. That's not his bread and butter. Matty Ward gets it clear. Good tackle, Matty Bettison. And he's accused of pushing Matty Ward in the back. And Matty Ward, as tough as old boots that he is, will take the free kick. The half-back flank for the Southern Roos goes straight down the line, looking for Simon Ferguson. It's over his head, boundary line, wins out, and the ball crashes into the Horsham bearing sign, Bill.
Certainly does. Right in front of us, that Horsham bearing sign, Dave. Heath Watson, Sean Brown, do the ruck duties again. Who's going to win out here? Heath Watson comes down to Mick Phelan. Mick Phelan's a little handball out. Transfer zone over to Wardy. Wardy's going forward. But there it is to another Ward. You've got to be in front.
Come on, Al Penny, use your experience.
The big Al Ward grabs the mark, decides to come in short, finds Clint Burdett, who needs to have a kick. He's got a couple of free blokes, decides to go down to the centre. Beautiful pass, and Joel Bennett's dropped it. Should have taken it. Butters up, picked it up. The crowd yelled ball. Beautiful handball out there by Bernie Ward, looking for Chris Heath, who turns around on that left foot. Again looking for up forward. Yes, much better than Brent Penny. Brent Penny handballs out to Brian Brudd. Brian Brudd on the run, looking for Simon Ferguson. They've switched it right across the other side of the ground for why I don't know. Paul Leslie does him out, got stripped. Umpire didn't see it, comes back to Matty Ward. Matty Ward's trying to get round. Beautiful handball. Goes back to Simon Ferguson on the left foot. Looking for Jed McClure. Nice take in front of Gary Davison above his head.
Webcon mark of the day to Jed McClure. The Southern Roos, they're pressing hard. Oh, it's a shank from Jed. Going hard, Brent Penny. Ground level there. Brett Baker gets the hands free. Shares it nicely there with Paul Leslie. Goes to the outer side of the ground looking for Gary Davidson. It bounces obligingly. It's Sprowley. Sprowley goes straight down the line into half forward. No one in particular. Bounced on the line. Rocky Ellis in a battle for possession with Mick James coming into support there. Mick James picks the ball up. Ducks around one. Ducks around the other. Timmy Leeming, hand off there to Jason Perry. Dappy little kick to Al. No, it's not Al, it's 14. Scott Heath gets it off to Brian Blood, to the running Matty Ward over there. It's out of bounds in front of the Horsham bearing sign, Bill.
It certainly is, and it's directly in front of the scoreboard.
I think it was Tom.
Gary Davidson's just come off the ground. I think it's more to actually look at the board than anything.
Okay, Heath Watson, Sean Brown again. Sean Brown knocks it down, but it's going to be cleared here by Brian Blood. Nice little handball to Mick Phelan. Mick Phelan to one of the Ward boys. Clint Burdett chopped. No.
Oh, great hands.
That was Jaden Hinch. But in comes Wardy. Wardy sets it long.
And in front.
I don't know who's he going to pay here. Yeah, it's gone to Bernie Ward for Pimpinio. He's taken the good marks. Come out this side to Bryson Baker. Bryson Baker's now gone to Jaden Hinch. It's too high. Kicked it to a giant who was 4'3", and someone behind him in Chris Heath who was 23'9", and he's taken the mark.
Webcon mark of the day to Chris Heath now. Half forward, the Southern Roos are pressing. They're still pressing. They're getting plenty of possession. Big fly from behind. No one takes the mark. Ball spills free. It's Bernie Ward back there. Brett Baker good with his hands. Paul Leslie shares it with Daniel Baker. Just bombs it down the line. Daniel looking for Sprowley. Gets in front. Back door. 3 Harrow Balmoral players fly. Brian Harrison well tackled. Bernie Ward. Joel Hinch. Timmy Leeming breaks free by hand. Heath Watson chopped off by Clint Burdett. Brian Harrison. Backdoor handball. Joel Hinch. Oh, runs into a great tackle there from Stephen Schofield and is pinged.
Yeah, well,
how could he be pinged for that? He's handballed it out.
Prior opportunity.
Yeah, right. Stephen Schofield now goes into the middle of the ground looking for Rowan Haig. He gets on his bike, backpedals quickly, goes left foot outer side, looking for Brian Blood. Slides into a chest mark, gets up quickly. The boys are trying to move it quickly. Goes in short, looking for Michael. Oh, he dropped a sitter, Michael Phelan. If it was a pudding, it would have splashed all over his chest. Daniel Baker trying hard, buttering up there. Looks like it's Ed Ferguson goes in, and Mal Penny has taken the mark that he's been threatening to take for the last 5 minutes.
And I'd say at a rough guess, Dave, with a mark like that, it'd have to be a Webcon mark of the day. Under the pressure.
Much needed goal here, KD.
It is, and this will bring scores level if you can put this through.
Gary Davidson is making moves down here, but they're working hard on his leg at the same time.
Okay, so he's missed Al Penny, bringing the margin back to 5 points in favour of Pimpinio. It's Pimpinio, 6-6-42. on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard. Harrow Balmoral 5-7-37.
We're full of run at the moment and using the ball very well.
Matty Watson will mark this. No, he won't. Clint Burdett will get it at ground level on the wing in front of the grandstand. Ducks around his good mate Matty Ward. Shares it by hand. Jaden Hinch half forward, crosses 50, goes in short to the leader Brian Harrison. Oh, good fly from behind David McClure. Southern Roos in defence, goes to the scoreboard side. He's looking for Brian Blood. Good fly, Paul Leslie. Free kick against Paul Leslie, and Brian Blood will take the free kick. Bill.
That was tough work there by both players. Eyes for the ball. Brian Blood kicks it out towards the scoreboard, looking for Bernie Ward. Bernie Ward dives for it and certainly has taken a great mark. Comes back inside, looking for Scott Heath. Scott Heath onto the left foot, going for Mick Phelan. Mick Phelan couldn't quite grab it, should have dived for the agate. Punches it on forward to Brent Penny. It's come out to the speedster in Ed Ferguson, who was put under heaps of pressure. Come back to Whale Penny, and they're just messing around with it. And finally, for Pimpinio, Daniel Baker says, "I'll show you how to kick a goal," and slots it through. And so it's a rush point, and still missed.
Point to Harrow Balmoral as they're bridging the gap.
You look at this,
you still haven't scored.
You think that Pimp had the hard game last week, not the spell.
You would think so.
It's Pimpinio by 4 points, 6-6-42, 5-8-38. Oh, not good, Heath.
Keep going.
Paul Leslie's just been... he's a gutsy little fella. He's
what
bounced
amazes
up.
me is if blokes get hit in the head, there's a free kick. Surely that's reportable?
We won't go there because we know what we're going to say. Clint Burdett shares it with Paul Leslie. He's bounced up again, and he gets the ball into centre half forward. Fly from behind, in front, strong mark. Strong mark, Timmy Leeming.
Kicking it to 3-on-1s.
Goes to the outer side. Guess who? Brian Blood takes a strong mark. Don't worry about showing it to the crowd, Brian. Get it going. Goes in short. Michael Phelan's finally held on to that mark he's been threatening to take in the last 10 minutes. Goes in. Oh, pushed off the ball. Is Brent Penny.
I just thought it was a clash of bodies.
It was a clash of bodies, but he worked it very well to make sure the umpire saw that one.
Okay, Brent Penny's got the free kick. Turns the ball around, looking up forward there. Beautiful take on the run by Al Penny. Gives the handball back to Bernie Ward, who's trying to gather it. Gets pushed aside by Al Ward, and then it comes back to Heath Watson, who just belts it on the foot. Punched away there by Andy Leslie. Picked up by the Harrow guys, and then Simon Ferguson is tackled.
Yes.
And I'd say, if you don't mind, umpire, it's a great tackle. And he says, "Yeah, I'll pay that." Clint Burdett, you sensational tackler.
Wouldn't be out of place at Flemington after that tackle, Clint Burdett, riding the top weight in the Craig Lee.
That's been said before too.
Clint Burdett goes straight down the line. He's looking for Matty Stewart, gets under the ball. Ball spills free. David McClure gets his head pulled up, gets the handball forward. Brian Blood runs onto it too easily, goes in short, looking for and finding Simon Ferguson. Goes in short once again. Great mark, and a strong mark taken there by Chris Heath for the Southern Roos. You'd have to be happy.
Eddie Ferguson,
I think you'll find it's Ed Ferguson again.
I think you'll find it's Ed Ferguson again, Dave.
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. He's been pretty good for him up forward.
He has.
For a small forward.
43, Ed Ferguson, right foot kick, he goes on the breeze. They like it behind the goals because the Southern Roos are now in front.
And you'd nearly have to be a Batcher's Trophy and engraving goal of the day, Dave. That's his third.
That's his third. Ed Ferguson's kick 3. Chris Heath, Simon Ferguson, Al Penny 1 each. Al Penny's made a difference since coming onto the ground, KD.
Al Penny's doing very well up forward, and then you've got Mick James, Tim Leeming, David McClure and Brian Blood taking a fair share of grabs around the midfield, centre half back area, and that's really setting up our forward play. Pimpinio struggling to get past their half forward area.
Michael Phelan's gone into the ruck for the Southern Roos, gets it down to Simon Ferguson, running through Bernie Ward, off to Bernie Ward, Matty Ward, running hard, Jed McClure, left foot kick, Brent Penny slipped over, front and centre there is Ed Ferguson. Heath Watson gets his head pulled off by Matty Bettison, Paul Leslie, and will take the free kick. It's the helmeted one.
Dave, Josh Bettison's come off the ground. He's got a bit of cramp too. They're just working on his legs.
Heath Watson's gone out to Bernie Ward, who's only about 25 out, but on a 30-degree angle. And I'd reckon distance is only going to be the worry.
You reckon?
Yep. Distance
you get that. Worry. You should be able to get that.
You backing him, KD?
He'll get this one. Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, so Bernie Ward As Billy said, a 30-degree angle looks more like 45. His crosses comes inside now. Oh, it's a shank. It's coming back on the breeze. No, it's not. And a strong mark. There's your Webcon mark of the day. Daniel Baker in defence for the Tigers.
Certainly was. Daniel Baker handballs to Joel.
Got no one to go to.
Come back out towards the grandstand side.
He had to hold the ball.
Trying to hit Brett Baker. Bryson Baker it is. And it's been forced across the line, and the boundary umpire says thanks very much as he picks it up in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign. In it comes.
Just a Horsham Sports and Leisure update on the netball. 3/4 time. Narrandula Quantong have hit the front for the first time. They lead 29-28.
Matty Ward now hands free of the tackle off to Tom Hansen, accosted by 2 Pimpinio players. Matty Ward, good hands. Michael Phelan, kicks it into Bernie Ward. Bernie Ward tries to break a tackle, gets tackled high. Matty Bettison just getting a little bit exuberant with his tackling in the last 5 minutes.
Certainly is.
He's not hitting the hips.
It's easy to do that, but
he won't make it this time.
So Bernie goes in short, looking for and finding Simon Ferguson, runs across 50, goes in short and picks beautifully Daniel Baker out.
It's actually been interesting. I don't think, apart from about 4 times Pimpinio, have had it inside their 50.
And they're supposed to be with the breeze. It's David McClure and Matty Stewart, and the boundary line wins out.
And the 2 number 18s go face to face. In it comes Sean Brown and Michael Phelan. Michael Phelan, beautiful little tap down there to David McClure. Picked up again by Michael Phelan, but no one's there. Tap out there by Bryson Baker when he should have held his feet and grabbed hold of it. It's been knocked in forward again for Harrow there by Al Penny. Al Penny then comes out to Heath Watson. Heath Watson goes short and quick on the foot to find number 43 there, and Ed Ferguson. He tries to get rid of it, but it's one-handed and picked up there by Al Ward. Al Ward comes out towards Matty Stewart, who was way under the board. Brian Harrison trying to weave some magic, but not too good. Josh Bettison goes over to Matty Stewart. Matty Stewart then to Jaden Hinch, who's on the run. This is a foray into their 50. Looking up there for Cam Ellis, and the ball's been brought down. Joel Bennett couldn't pick it up. The Harrow defence is working really hard, trying to keep it in to find it out. And there's been a free kick picked out there after Gary Davison's tackle. No, Brett Spells it was. Over the shoulder of Stephen
Schofield takes the clearing kick, goes to the run of Brian Blood. It is on the scoreboard side of the ground, half-back flank for the Southern Roos. Rocky Ellis chops off the pass there in front of Michael Phelan, and it will relieve for the Tigers. By hand to Daniel Baker. Once again, just bombs it into the pocket, and taking a strong mark back there is, guess who?
Daniel's got to learn to kick the ball to someone.
Tim Leeming, yeah, he just gets it and bombs it, doesn't he? He's got to play with his eyes up. So Timmy Leeming, the veteran for the Southern Roos, goes down the line again and kicks it out of bound. That's what happens when you kick the ball off a step.
And that was in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign, David. They keep moving that sign.
They do. It's Daniel Baker again. It's the outer side of the ground. He's going to put the ball right into the hot spot for Pimpinio, looking for Matty Stewart. He's under the ball again. It gets through to the back of the pack. Mick James runs onto it now. He's got no one to kick to, so he goes down the line, deliberately puts it out of bounds. Because he had no one to kick to, but it's a boundary throw in.
And we've got Neil Gase around the grounds update from MC Labour Park, and it's not good news for the Rebels. They've gone down by 6 points to the Gippsland Power.
Well, that's no good for Horsham either, is it? No. Not good at all. Matty Stewart gets his hands free, but and doing so takes the ball over the boundary line. The Tigers into attack. They trail by 2 points. Harrow Balmoral 6-8-44. Pimpinio 6-6-42. They haven't kicked a goal with the breeze. We're on the 25-minute mark on the Baker Builders and Renovators clock as the ball comes free to Matty Stewart. Ducks one, kicks long. It comes back on the breeze. Big fly behind Brad Sproul, is it? No, play on, says the umpire. It's a battle for possession in the goal square, and it's forced through for a behind. Bill.
Certainly is, Dave. So that now brings Pimpinio to 6-7, trailing Harrow Balmoral 6-8 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard. 25-minute mark. Ball's been brought in, kicked out to David McClure on his right foot, looking out for Mick Phelan, but unfortunately it was brought to the ground by Daniel Baker, who butters up. Comes to Gary Davison. Gary Davison under Matty Stewart. Matty Stewart goes. Bang, it goes up to full forward. The ball's been brought to the ground, cleared by Brian Blood.
Beautiful
game. Isn't he what? a great handball out there to Matty Ward, who's running with the 40. That's what you got to do, son. Let him chase you. Clint Burnett ropes him. Oh, how can you tackle? He's jumped in the air. He's nearly hit him in the head. Anyway, as the game goes on, the ball's coming up to Al Ward, who would have had to
tell Al Penny that he's got to play in front.
That's exactly right.
How can that decision be what it was then?
Bernie Ward goes short, and that's a terrible kick as the siren goes. Well, there you go. We've got one hell of a game here, Dave. 1 point margin.
Yeah, wouldn't you believe it? 6-8-44 for Harrow Balmoral. They kick 2 goals, 2 into the breeze.
On our legs, it's that day in September you all play for. Now adrenaline takes over.
Here we go. It's the final quarter of the AWB Horsham District League Grand Final. Heath Watson gets the tap out. Michael Phelan tries to get it. Joel Hinch comes through hard. Ground level, Clint Burdett. It's a stacks on the mill. Ball flips out. Heath Watson, quick kick into full forward. Coming out, Al Penny, pushed off the ball by Bernie Ward. Gets back again, Al Penny. Picks it up now, it's Brent Penny. Snap around the corner. How's it going to bounce? How's it going to bounce? Into the post.
Right, catch out.
They just look like they've got a bit more running in them, don't they? The Harrow guys at the moment.
Absolutely.
Something's going to have to change for Pimpinio.
Harrow Balmoral move on to 6-9-45. Lead Pimpinio 6-7-43.
Gary Davison to bring the footy in. Can't work out where he's going to come. I think he'll come out the grandstand side, though. No one's given him anything to kick to. Come out to Brownie. At least you got a 3-on-1. Out he comes. He comes that way to Brownie. Brownie's Joel Bennett also tried to get up there. Joel Hinch running through. Got to take the footy with you, Joel. Picked up beautifully there by Chris Heath under the left foot, and he's found about 30 or 40 out. It looks like it's Ed Ferguson again, is it?
Yep. That man
Certainly
again.
is. He's got 3. He's been a very effective small forward.
First quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Will this be his fourth quarter?
From 45, goes back, goes long, goes strong. First goal of the last quarter to the Southern Roos.
And on the Stalltown Hall Hotel scoreboard says now Harrow Balmoral, they should be 7-9. Which will be 51, leading Pimpinio 6-7-43.
Just around the ground for Elgas, 3-quarter time in the Minnanira League, and it's Wycliffe Lake Bolac 10-9-69, Glen Thompson Dunkeld 11-1-67. Wycliffe Lake Bolac coming home with the breeze, and in the Graincourt North Central second semi-final, Bort 8-9-57 to Donald 5-11-41 at 3-quarter time.
Middle of the ground, breaking clear. Paul Leslie played a good game for the Tigers. Brian Harrison takes a chest mark in front of Timmy Leeming. Milks the free kick, can't get the 50 now. He's called to play on. Oh, they're dancing around on $1 there, but they can't break free. Brett Baker, good hands, chopped off. Heath Watson, Matty Bennison breaks one tackle, comes back in, scrubby kick past Jaden Hinch. Good take there by Rowan Haig. Clearing kick to Tom Anson and Jed McClure, and the boundary line wins out. Horsham Bearing sign gets smacked into again.
And an update for the Emmets Gold Acres Mallee League, 3-quarter time, Union United 15-10-100 to Beulah 4-9-33.
Oh dear.
An upset there.
Heath Watson now, Sean Brown gets it down to Brett Baker, pushed off the ball. Mick James flips out the back, running through hard. Stephen Schofield can't quite get the handle on it. Jed McClure puts a big tackle on Gary Davidson unfairly, says Jason Brand, and Davo will take the free kick, half-back flank for the Tigers.
Davo still trying to work out where he's going to be best suited to kick the footy. Decides to go very short, and he's found Paul Leslie. Paul Leslie plays on with the handball out to his brother, who then decides to kick the ball long, wide and handsome. And who does he line? The Harrow half-back line of Tim Leeming.
They're not
Tim
working
Leeming,
hard at those Pimpinio forwards.
Nah, Sprowley's a mile behind.
Kicks the ball to Brent Penny, who couldn't grab it. And number 18 there, Simon Ferguson, pushes the ball across in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supply sign right in front of the grandstand.
Boundary throw in, Southern Roos slightly into attack. The ball comes to Paul Leslie, playing a good game for the Tigers. Brian Harrison, Mick James floats in from behind and takes a Webcon mark of the day. Centre half back for the Southern Roos. The experienced player assesses his options now. Goes to the lead there of Rowan Haig. Also coming in there is Al Penny. Playing in front, takes a strong chest mark. Half forward flank for the Southern Roos. Balks at the lead there of Brent Penny. Goes back now on the right. Comes to the running. David McClure. David McClure now in front, straightening up the Southern Roos, goes in short, looking for Michael Phelan, good spoil, Joel Hinch, only as far as Chris Heath, left foot kick into the hot spot, who's going to fly and take a strong mark? Guess who? It's the marcologist, Heath Watson.
And, of course, Dave, it's only got to be one thing, mate. It's got to be a mark of the day, that one. A Webcon mark of the day. Under pressure, the crowd was coming in. He would have heard the footsteps, but stood strong, stood wide and stood handsome and took the grab.
So Heath Watson now the coach of the Southern Roos. He is directly in front. He's going to kick from 45. The Southern Roos lead by 8 points. Will it be 14 or will it be 9? As Heath Watson now crosses 50, goes in long, kicks it strong, tugs it slightly to the left.
Just got a little bit close to the man on the mark there and had to pop it up and just, yeah, it didn't come back the way we wanted it then.
Okay, looks like Matty Bettison will bring it in. The zone offence of the Harrow side. Boys, why don't we just group and then just head out one side? Out he comes. Finishes up going to the centre looking for Sean Brown. It's caught short, comes over the back and it comes down to Brett Baker. It stacks on the mill.
Oh, the ball is free. Let him play.
Thank you very much for that, Dave, but he's crossed his arms like the old Monsignor and said, it's mine.
Let it. The ball is free.
Okay, Sean Brown, Michael Phelan go head-to-head again. Michael Phelan just taps it down. It's picked up by, the number is covered, number 18 there in Simon Ferguson, and he's trapped. Jason Brand throws it up again. Phelan, nice little tap down, comes through, was Joel Bennett onto the right foot, just blazed it away anywhere, trying to find Jaden Hinch, and it's bounced out right in front of the Pimpinio box and just hit the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign, Dave.
That's right. Sign, Jeffrey. All your forwards are playing behind as the ball's coming out then.
Up they go. Heath Watson, Sean Brown, back door. Simon Ferguson getting dacked. It was Joel Bennett. Over to Clint Burdett. Handball, or no, ducked the handball. Takes a bounce, gets around Ed Ferguson, gets it in short to Jared Walker, back on the ground for the Tigers. Goes into Brad Sproul, drops a mark. Buttering up there is Scott Heath. Gets support there from Brian Blood, shares it nicely with Matty Ward. Matty Ward on the left, looks for Rowan Haig. Strong mark in front, taken by Daniel Baker for the Tigers.
Daniel, sorry, Dave.
Southern Roos just got that, and that was all. It might have been a gift.
Daniel Baker goes to the lead of Josh Bettison, drops the mark, wrapped up in a tackle by Bernie Ward. Ball spills free. Jared Walker, handball off. Clint Burdett tried to get it. Ball spills free again. Jaden Hintz does the don't argue. Snap around the corner. High kick to the 50. Brad Sproul eased under the ball. Too easily. Comes across. Look at Chris Heath here. He's in space. He's got 20 metres. Will the ball bounce for him? He can't get the handle on it. He's pressured by Paul Leslie. Too easily takes it away. Paul Leslie from Chris Heath. Goes to Brian Harrison now. Picks it up. Swings around on the right. Goes to the hot spot. Looking for Brad Sproul. Big fly. Ball spills free. Jaden Hinch tied up in a tackle. Stephen Schofield. It's a battle for possession. Jason Perry stacks on the mill. 25 metres out directly in front from the Tigers' goal.
The pressure's on. Certainly on now.
So the Tigers are into attack. They need a goal. It's a classic understatement. Up they go. Heath Watson only as far as Paul Leslie again. Left foot kick around the corner. Only as far as Brian Blood. He's the mop-up specialist down there for the Southern Roos. Goes to Matty Ward. Pressure from Clint Burdett. Battle at ground level. Matty Ward, Clint Burdett. Clint Burdett, Matty Ward. Matty Ward, Clint Burdett. Oh.
There you go.
Good decision.
Clint Burdett grabs a free kick as Matty Ward couldn't get the ball out. Comes back into centre half forward there looking for Matty Bettison and he finds him. He's in straighter position but further out. He decides to go long. Goes strong. The ball carries. And it's gone straight through the centre. What a goal. A Batch's Trophy and engraving goal of the day there.
That is a match-winning goal.
Now that could be the turning point, Dave Berry.
You could say that, Bill, but
how far did that travel?
Check out the flags
55.
now.
That has gone 55.
Perhaps the wind's coming across the ground now.
I reckon it is. If you look at that blue flag over there on the left.
Clint held the ball for a long time there and he was on for quite a while and nobody wanted to go to him. And should have picked him up.
Batch's Trophy goal of the day to Matty Bettison. Heath Watson only as far as Matt Bettison again. He's getting into it, Matty, the captain of the Tigers. Timmy leaving there, pressured by Brian Harrison. Great tackle, Brian Harrison, and is rewarded. The youngster versus the veteran. Brian goes in short into the hot spot. Josh Bettison, does he want it? Yes, he does. Brian Blood, it goes through his legs. Squeezes a kick out to Chris Heath now. Swings around on his left. Goes to the wing. Gary Davidson in the right position here. Joel Hinch gets the spills. Shares it by hand. Sean Brown goes on to the left. Goes into centre half forward. Brian Blood will stand under it and take a strong mark. The only one that really wanted it was the veteran, Brian Blood. Goes to the outer side. Matty Ward tied up by Clint Burdett. He's tied up by Clint Burdett. What's he? He's trying to sneak off on the mark. Matt.
See some ground.
But he's pushed back to centre half back. Goes on the left to the lead there of Simon Ferguson. In space, Simon will swing on to the left now. Goes in long, looking for Michael Phelan, but the ball didn't carry over the back. Brent Penny. Over the back, Paul Leslie picking up possessions. Big fly. Good spoil, Simon Ferguson. Back door. Looks like Rocky Ellis. No, Jared Walker it is. Gets the 1-2. Goes in short. Oh, David McClure spills a sitter. Chris Heath is Scott Heath. His ball is smothered. Sprowley puts it into the hot spot, looking for good mark.
Great grab.
Is that
Rocky Ellis, is it?
Webcon mark of the day?
Unbelievable.
3 on 1.
Unbelievable pressure, and he's taken the grab.
David Neitz, LR David Neitz last night.
You could say
There
that.
we go. Rocky Ellis, in he comes. Can he kick it? And he goes bang, and the goal umpire comes to the centre, and it's another one.
Well, there you go, Jeffrey. They don't have to be in the play all day, but when it counts, sometimes they bob up, don't they?
They certainly do, and that's his first goal for the day. Sorry, Jeff, I've jumped over the top of it.
First goal, about his third kick for the day too. But anyway, I suppose as long as he gets him at the right end of the day. But anyway, Pimper on a bit of a run at the moment, but still a fair way to go.
Pimpinio, 8-7-55 on the Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard, leading Harrow Balmoral 7-10-52. 12 minutes on the Baker. Shut up, Peter. It's 12 minutes on the Baker Builders clock. What are you trying to say?
I was going to say the smother from Josh Bettison was very important then as well. Set up that goal.
So to get the game underway, Jason Brand. We've crossed 12 minutes now. Pimpinio have regained the lead. They've got it by 3 points. Up they go. Heath Watson gets it down. Only as far as Paul Leslie. Ball spills free. Joel Hinch gets the hands free. Brett Baker chopped off. Bernie Ward just bangs it long into centre forward, looking for Rowan Haig, playing in front of Daniel Baker. Shares it with the running Nathan Newman. And gets it to the top of the square. Ball spoilt through for a behind to the Southern Roos. What?
Yeah, no, just a gentle little push by Big Wardy there. And a bit of play acting.
So 2 point lead for Pimpinio as Bernie Ward brings it into Joel Bennett. Marks in front of Nathan Newman. Joel Bennett for the Tigers now. Goes down the line. Oh, it's a shank to the right. Heath Watson will mark this on the chest like the marcologist that he is. Heath Watson, the coach of the Southern Roos, slightly in attack. They need a goal to regain the lead as he goes bang into the hot spot, looking for a big fly. Brent Penny, back door, or no one comes through. Breaking clear, Matty Bettison now, outer side of the ground. It's a 55-metre clearing kick, but it's chopped off by Brian Blood.
Brian Blood.
Geez, he's a bloody good player.
He is, Jeff. And you're allowed to say bloody on FM too. Brian Blood comes in short, looking for, it was Rowan Haig who dropped the ball. It's come out the back to Jaden Hinch. Jaden Hinch is great tackle there by Jed McClure. And he's been deemed to be pushed in the back there by Jed McClure. Jaden Hinch will need to get the ball moving quickly into the Pimpinio forward line, but he kicks an uptown mungle punt and marked there beautifully by Josh Bettison. Josh Bettison turns around, kicks another one. Shocking kick up there, but the Wizard comes from behind, takes a grab, plays on, has a bounce, looks at the goal, and there it is. What a goal! Besides the Webcom mark of the day, Dave. I'm a bit excited. He's also kicked the Batchers Trophy and engraving goal of the day. And the Tigers are going.
Yeah, all
the
right.
Tigers are on fire.
Yeah.
Paul Dumsey gives the head a bit of a pat, and they're pretty happy down here.
Around the grounds for Elgas and the final score in the Minnanira League preliminary final. Wycliffe Lake Bolac 15-12, 102, defeated Glenn Thompson Dunkeld 11-3, 69.
So Wycliffe Lake Bolac through to the Minnaneri League Grand Final next week against Tattyoon.
14-minute mark on the Baker Builders clock.
Those two marks you wouldn't see better. Ellis and Wizard, would you, under the conditions and the pressure?
Certainly not.
Josh Rees to get the game back underway again. It's Pimpinio by 8 points. Heath Watson gets it into the path of Joel Hinch. He comes through hard, flips it out to Clint Burdett, tries to duck a tackle. Getting back there, Paul Leslie, is he playing some game or what? Shares it with brother Andy. Handball misses his target, butters up again. Andy over to Brett Baker, that familiar kicking style from Brett Baker, down the line. Oh, it's spilling a chest mark there, was the Southern Rouge defenders. David McClure off to Matty Ward. Matty on the left, round the corner, only as far as Andy Leslie.
It's a downfield. Matty Ward taken out after he disposed it.
Matty Betterson pushed him after.
So it's one of the little Southern Rouge players.
Looks like
Schofield, is it?
Schofield.
Stephen Schofield now goes into centre half forward looking for Rowan Haig. Oh, he takes the mark.
Grab.
There's a Webcon mark of the day for you, Rowan Haig in traffic. Centre half forward for the Southern Rouge. What's his kicking skills like, KD?
Well, right on the limit here.
Did Oz kick?
Did Oz kick?
Well, he'll make it then. He'll make it.
Okay, to say at the 15-minute mark on the Baker Builders clock that the Southern Rouge need this goal would be a classic understatement. Rowan Haig, he started in defence. He's at centre half forward. He crosses 50, goes long, left foot kick won't carry. Will it carry? Oh.
Yeah, the Oz kicker's got him through.
What an unbelievable game this is.
It certainly is. They're going up and down, and it's just an amazing close contest, Dave.
That's what grand finals need to be, isn't it?
They certainly do. They don't need to be blowouts.
Rowan Haig brings up his first goal for the afternoon, and that's Harrow Balmoral's 8th. They're 8-11-59 on Stainsey's Stall Town Hall Hotel scoreboard. Pimpinio 9-7-61. They've got it by 2 points. We're halfway through the last quarter.
15.5 gone.
Glenn Rigby gets it underway. It's Heath Watson. It's Sean Brown. It's a nullified tap out. Matty Betterson tied up by Bernie Ward, but he hung on too long. And I think Glenn Rigby was anticipating that Bernie was going to dump Matty then, and he didn't, but he still held on. Matty Betterson now. He's the heart and soul. He's the heartbeat of the Pimpinio Tigers. Matty Betterson. Oh, it's a shank into centre half forward. Brian Harrison can't quite get the handle on it. Coming through there. It's flipped into the path of Simon Ferguson. Gets the ball moving to Michael Phelan and Joel Hinch. Taps it over to Daniel Baker. He leaves it behind Rowan Haig. Left foot kick into the hot spot. And taking a great mark in defence is Al Ward as Brent Penny tried to body up on him.
Yeah, he just gave up the front position too easily there.
Clears it to Paul Leslie, but the ball bounces away from him, and half-forward flank into attack the Southern Rouge. Boundary thrown in front of the Wimmer Bearing sign, Bill.
Certainly is, and it's Sean Brown versus Michael Phelan once again. Sean Brown over the back, but picked up beautifully there by Jed McClure. Bangs it onto the left foot. In comes Wardy, belts the ball away from Al Penny, comes to the ground, and a bit of a snap out of the pack there by...
I reckon it was Ed Ferguson.
Ed Ferguson, I think it'd be, Dave, yeah. And it went through from behind. Sees Harrow Balmoral, 8-12-60. Behind by 1 point to Pimpinio, 9-7-61.
Could we be back here next Sunday, boys?
We could be, Dave.
Matty Betterson brings it in, looking for Daniel Baker. Also in there, Larry Leeming. Bounce favours. Bernie Ward shares it nicely with Heath Watson. He's got time to hold the ball. God! And he did get rid of it, but Clint Burdett put the tackle on. No one was running.
He looks like he was having a waltz, didn't he?
He recognised the voice and then turned around and saw Clint in a different jumper.
Clint gets it to Josh Betterson. Shield his eyes from the sun, so it bounces away from him. Matty Ward is tackled high. No advantage is advantage. No advantage is paid. Matty Ward will come back to the cricket pitch. Matty Ward will come back to the cricket pitch and take a free kick. It's the Tigers by a point. We're 17 minutes gone. 2006 AWB Horsham District League Grand Final. Mick James is running off the defence, but Matty ignores him. He's looking for Larry Leeming. Goes sideways. He's going sideways, and guess what? The ball's going to roll out of bounds. No, he's kept it in, Steve Schofield, and Matty's not happy with himself. That's probably not one of the best decisions that Matty's
The Oz
made.
kick goals were over that side.
Or taken out of the ruck, Matty Bettison shares it with Jaden Hinch over the top. Josh Bettison running Jared Walker. He's run down Tim Lehman, gets his kick clear. Back door, Brad Sproul, how's it bounce? Oh, he left it behind. Rocky Ellis rides the bump, gets it clear. Only rushed through for a behind. Scott Heath.
On the Baker Builders clock, it's the 20-minute mark.
We needed a goal,
The
that
last
one.
quarter. Certainly did.
So point to Pimpinio. They're 9-8-62. 8-12-60 Harrow Balmoral. The ball's back into play. Taking it. No one takes the mark. Clint Burdett at ground level with David McClure. Jaden Hinch shares it with Sean Brown. He can't quite get the handle on it. Stephen Schofield can't get the handle on it either. It's a battle for possession. Plays the free kick well, does Stephen. No, it's not. It's Simon Ferguson. Simon Ferguson, defensive side of the cricket pitch, goes to the outer side. Matty Ward takes a one-hander, takes one bounce under the scoreboard, goes in the left foot, looking for a good stretch to Bernie, comes in, kicks it high, the breeze brings it back too far. And a point to the Southern Roos.
Who kicked that?
Bernie Ward. So it's a point. Pimpinio lead it by a point, 9-8-62. Harrow Balmoral 8-13-61. Could they be kicking too many points, KD?
They could well be, and that's costly when you've got that many behinds on the board. 21 shots to 17 at the moment, and you're behind.
Matt Bettison goes to the outer side of the ground, looking for Daniel Baker, takes a strong mark in front, the centre half back for the Tigers. Daniel Baker goes in short, looking for finding Paul Leslie. Oh, he plays on by hand to Clint Burdett. Handball over the top to Jared Walker, shares it nicely, the 1-2 with Clint. Clint goes into centre half forward, looking for Brad Sproul. Also in there is Scott Heath. Good tackle. Mick James off to David McClure. Holds his head, goes in short, looking for Matty Ward, who stands his ground and takes a strong mark. That's going to be the bravest to stand up here, Bill.
Certainly it's going to be the survival of the fittest. He goes across the ground. He's had a bit of luck because it's missed everything. And running onto the ball is Nathan Newman. He's corralled in by Hinchy, but unfortunately he got away his kick. Onto the left foot swings number 18, Simon Ferguson.
Oh, he had to go 39.
But then the big fella, the bald-headed fella, Bernard Ward, takes the mark, goes to Jared Walker, who takes a finger tip mark right in the centre. And 50, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt.
That's a soft
Josh Rees has said, what could he have given 50 for?
He was off.
Yeah, but he's not off until the umpire says play on.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So that's the rule. I've got no problem with that.
But they haven't paid that all day.
No, well, why should they pay it now? Because it's getting into the end. Jared Walker would set him about 46.5 metres out.
I don't think
Dead
he
in
can kick
front.
the distance. I don't think he can
He'll
kick the
kick the distance, he'll kick the goal. In he comes. He won't kick the distance and he hasn't kicked the goal. Up goes Sprowley. Down he comes. Harrow diving on the ball, left, right and centre. It's been cleared by left foot by Mick James beautifully. Comes out to Matty Ward, who's kicked the ball again on his left foot, but it's only gone as far as Andy Leslie. Andy Leslie goes inside there to Matty Bettison. Matty Bettison on the right foot. And who's he kicked it to? Heath Watson. Handball's on to Matty Ward again on the left foot. But who's he gone to? He's let it hit the ground, being punched on there.
Rowan Haig kicks into the hot spot, looking for Brent Penny. Go for the ball, Brent! Don't worry about bodying him, go for the ball!
Great mark by Alistair Ward. Ali Ward comes back out towards the grandstand side, looking for Joel Bennett. The ball's been punched away there by Jed McClure. What a game we got, guys. 22 minutes gone on the Baker Builders scoreboard clock.
For crying out loud, Bill, spit it out. Sean Brown gets it down. Good hands. Brett Baker, left foot kick to Bryson Baker, who's just come on the ground for the Tigers. Shares it with Jaden Hinch. The running Paul Leslie. Is he running hard? The young fella Brian Harrison drops the mark. He dropped his head at the same time. Goes back, butters up. Shares it with Matty Bettison. Goes to the pocket, looking for Sprowley. Takes a strong mark in front. Brad Sproul.
Unconfirmed report too that Kalki have won the netball, way-grade netball.
We've got the score on the netball, guys.
Is that, we have got a score on the
Is that
netball.
confirmed or unconfirmed?
Confirmed score in the A grade final. It was Kalki 37 defeating Narrajal Quantong 35. terrific game there. Paula Duffy of Cowkey was named best on cork. So congratulations to Cowkey, winning the A-grade netball.
Okay, we're at the 23-minute mark on the Baker Builders clock. It's Brad Sproul, 40 metres out, goes back, the wind brings it around, not enough, point to the right.
Behind the stick.
They're going for 2 play. They're going to mark the kick out.
Heading towards the 25-minute mark.
And bringing the ball back into play is Chris Heath. Goes in short to Jace Perry. Goes in short to Scott Heath. It was actually Scott Heath to Jason Perry to Chris Heath. But anyway, the Southern Roos have got it. Goes in short looking for Nathan Newman. Good shepherd there from Tom Anson. Keeps Gary Davidson out of the contest. But the ball spills free. It was Jed McClure. Those boys look the same.
Good effort by Gary Davidson there. 2 on 1. Okay. Heath Watson, Sean Brown again, right in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies sign.
There's not going to be a lot of time on. There's only been 5 goals kicked, so 2.5 minutes should just about pull it up. It could be a 28-minute quarter. Josh Bettison in there, puts his head over it, breaks clear, kick around the corner. It's a high kick, big fly. Bryson Baker drops it. Tied up in a tackle. And throw the blanket over 10 players.
Desperation. Everyone is desperate for the agate now.
And there's
so
only one out there.
forward for the Tigers. They lead it by 2 points. Heath Watson, Brad Sproul, Matty Ward, kick smothered. Tim Leeming goes to ground, tied up in a tackle. Bryson Baker breaks clear, no hands, can't get it out. Jumping on the ball there, the Southern Roos defenders, and it will be balled up once again. Inside 50, the Tigers into attack. They lead it by 2 points.
25 minutes. Trevor Baker is just about having a heart attack, the president of Pimpinio. Out it comes again. Brad Sproul hacks it out of the pack. In front is Rocky Ellis. Can't quite grab it. Picked up there by number 12 in Mick James. Handballs across. And
Harrison.
Yes! Take the mark. Hang on, the siren. Is that the siren?
No. Shut up, Bill.
I thought I'd heard the siren.
Oh, he's
Harrison
given it off.
plays on and kicked it to Matty Bettison, I think.
Paul Leslie.
Or Paul Leslie, is it? I thought I'd heard the siren.
And he's in that pocket where you don't kick goals from at the Horsham City Oval.
Not on this windy day anyway.
Who was the bloke years ago, the big bloke, full forward for Harrow, kicked one with a wet ball from exactly there?
Brent McConnell.
Tom Houlihan?
Nah.
So Paul Leslie now, can he extend Pimpinio's lead to 8 points? Head over the ball, they like it behind the goals.
Good.
Paul Leslie
brings up his first goals, and could that be the sealer for the Tigers? They move to 10-9-69. They're 8 points in front of the Southern Roos, 8-13-61.
And I think that's got to be a Batches Trophies and Gifts and engraving goal of the day.
I was going to say, Dave, just as well you didn't put them on the chopping block then, mate. You would have lost them. Great goal under pressure.
Still not over. They've got to get the centre clearance here, Pimpinio.
This is going to be the crucial one. Up they go. Heath Watson, Sean Brown. Heath Watson knocked it down there to Brett Baker. Beautiful handball. Going out to Paul Leslie. Kicks long. Looking for Sprowley. Drops it. Picked up there by Matty Ward. Kicks long. And he's only found number 30.
Andrew Leslie.
Andrew Leslie has taken a nice little grab. Don't mess around with it, son. You got to kick the ball forward. That's it. He's taken me advice. Looking for Brad Sproul, who's taken the mark. A great grab there.
Brad Sproul under the scoreboard. It's the Tigers slightly into attack. It's 27 minutes gone on the Baker Builders clock. Jared Walker takes the mark, goes into the lead there of Rocky Ellis, and sitting in the pocket was Bryson Baker. Drops another mark. Out of bounds in front of the Horsham Bearing sign, 30 metres around from the Tigers goal. I think they're pretty safe, KD.
We need the group here. That's Pimpinio.
Up they go. Heath Watson gets it down, looking for Matty Ward. In there was Stephen Schofield. Can't quite get it. The ball spills free. Looks like Bryson Baker in there. Can't quite get the handle on it. Throw the blanket over 10 players. Ball up. The Tigers still into attack, Bill.
I can see her. She's got up at the back, Dave. That fat lady. She's definitely up there. She's knocking.
She's knocking.
She's not far away. Up they go again. Heath Watson. Up against Brett Baker. It's come to ground. I can't see who's over there, but it's little Birdie who's trying to dodge and weave, and eventually the ball's been forced out by the Harrow defence, right in front of the Horsham Bearings and Industrial Supplies.
He's going down the table drain, nearly.
A couple of times not clean with his hands, Jeff. Brett Baker takes it down. Matty Bettison goes through his legs, coming through. Paul Leslie. Is he playing some game? Bernie Ward smothers it. Paul Leslie goes back again. Shares it with Gary Davidson. Off the side of the boot, Nathan Newman takes a chest mark. Hits the ground running. Goes the left foot kick around the corner. Gary Davidson, good spoil there from Ed Ferguson. Running through Andy Leslie. Jared Walker tries to break clear. Tied up in a tackle. It's a battle for possession on the half-forward line for the Tigers. No one can break clear. So Glenn Rigby says, give it to me, boys. I'll ball it up.
I've had enough. Blow the siren.
And on the Baker Builders clock, it's about the 28.5-minute mark. We don't know how long to go, but we'd only expect there's probably about 2 minutes to go.
If that, Heath Watson gets it down. Left foot kick is Chris Heath into the wing. Overrunning the ball there was Al Ward. The ball spills free into the Horsham bearing sign. Boundary throw in front of the scoreboard.
29 minutes gone.
Which shows Pimpinio 10-9-69 lead Harrow Balmoral 8-13-61. 29 minutes gone on the Baker Builders clock. Up they go. Heath Watson down to Bernie Ward. Trying to get clear, can't get clear. Running hard there, Jed McClure. Boundary line wins out, but they force the ball forward 25 metres into attack the Southern Roos, Bill.
What a game. Heath Watson will go again head-to-head with Sean Brown. In it comes. Heath Watson, beautiful little tap over the back too. And there's the siren. It's all over. The fat lady has now sang and it's finished. What a game. What an absolute game.
What a character... full of character win, that one for Pimpinio. Unbelievable.
Certainly was.
That is unbelievable, isn't it? I would have thought at three-quarter time, and most people here would have thought Harrow Balmoral.
How far? But you got to take your hat off to those Pimpinio.
The guys that didn't do much for three quarters, Harrison, Ellis, end up winning the game for them.
Yep. Okay, so there it is. It's the siren has gone and the black and yellow army has descended in the middle of the Horsham City Oval because it's Pimpinio 10-9-69. They've defeated Harrow Balmoral 8-13-61 in one of the classic AWB Horsham District League Grand Finals. For Pimpinio, Brad Sproul kick 3. Brian Harrison and Matty Bettison 2. Singles to Rocky Ellis, Paul Leslie and Jaden Hinch. And for the Southern Roos, Ed Ferguson, kick 4. Chris Heath, Simon Ferguson, Rowan Haig and Al Penny kicked 1 each.
Pimpinio's number 5, Alistair Ward. Our Coaches Award to be presented by Brendan Ryan, the Central West Region. And I'll call on the coach for the second year in a row, Gary Davidson, to come forward and accept the award. I'll now call on Steve Gratz, our AWB representative, and Brett Fitzpatrick from the VCFL director to come forward and present the premiership medals to the players. Number 1, Ryan Ellis. Number 4, Pam Ellis. Number 5, Al Ward. Number 8, Bernie Ward. Brothers Ball. Number 9, Clint Burdett.
Hey, Daddy.
Number 12, Joel Bennett. Number 16, Paul Leslie. Number 17, Josh Benison. Number 18, Matt Stewart. Number 22, Brett Baker. Number 26, Brett Sproul. Number 32, Bryson Baker. Bryson Baker. Number 34, Henry Leslie. Number 37, Brian Harrison. Number 38, Jared Walker. Number 42, Sean Brown. Number 44, Daniel Baker. Number 46, Joel Hitch. Number 50, Jayden Hitch. Number 14, and the captain, Matt Bedison. Number 23, and the coach, Gary Davidson. And the president, Trevor Baker. Gary Davidson would just like to have a couple of words.
Thanks, Grant. Just before I indulge on my team, first of all, thanks and well done to the league for their efforts in putting on such a great grand final show. It takes a bit of balls to go out the ordinary in the country, and those guys have certainly done it today, so well done. To the Harrow guys, I think both sides of the fence just knew it was going to be close whichever way it went, and I think the supporters have been proud of the effort you put in. We've had 4 good games during the year, and each one of them have been very close, so congratulations to the effort, and commiserations on the end result. To our guys, I think everyone knows what I'm thinking, and the effort our guys put out, everyone in the ground probably would have thought we were gone in the last 5 minutes of the last quarter, but the resolve they had just to stand up and keep working. Harrow had all the play, we weren't going too far there for a while, but they just turned it around with sheer effort, so well done to the team and fantastic effort. Certainly the people at Pimpinio again, last year was a really enjoyable one for the 66-year factor, but I think everyone this year is really enjoying the fact that we've fought our arse off to get here. We probably weren't the top team, as everyone saw us during the year, but well done to everyone involved in the club, from our trainers through to our runners, president, committee. Thanks very much for a fantastic year. Well done.
I'll now call on Peter Hayes from 40 Weeks, the sponsor of the Premiership Cup, which we saw coming by helicopter today. He'll present the shield and the Premiership Cup to the coach, captain and president of the Pimpinio Football Club.
Thanks, Grant.
40 weeks has been sponsoring the club now for 15 years. And today's an absolute credit to the Vice Grand Committee that put on a great show today. The crowd's been magnificent today, put up tough conditions. To Harrow, there's going to be one loser, but they played a great game. Next year, who knows? The Pimp, absolute credit. Last year, magnificent effort. I think today might have even topped it. Congratulations, well done, Gary.
I think we all know the courage that our players went through today was just unbelievable. And there's one bloke who said it at his funeral, we dedicated this season with our dear friend of Dennis Leslie, and I think we've done him proud. And I'm sure Wonder is more than happy with what I am, and I'm sure all our supporters and the crowd is. And once again, Dennis, we've done this one for you. Well done.